For real? Oh no. Let's go.
Boston
State of OH! Today. In Berkeley, California. You got it. This one's for three. AJ Hawk, USA, USA, USA.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
What?
let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. on this BA Day, October 28, 2025. This program begins right now.
Football!
Yeah, I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a man who coached 47 years of football. He's our Super Bowl champion, our coach. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Coach B.A. Hey, good cadence today. Felt like that really came from your soul as you're wearing bright orange and maroon for the Virginia Tech Hokies. I do believe you're representing here.
All day today, baby.
Okay, so you got the shoes as well. Foxy, I don't know if you've showcased it. He is swagging as he was walking in this place, hokied out of his mind. You guys still in the middle of a coaching search right now, right?
Yes, we are.
And you're trying to find the best out there?
The best.
A lot of jobs open, B.A. A lot of jobs open.
I think more to come.
Yeah, I think so. I believe it's a scary time to be a college football coach if you're not winning games and your team is expecting you to win games and your boosters are expecting you to win games. One half of the hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, AP Tone is here. You look sweet. Toxic Table at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Great to see you boys. And they've done it, ladies and gentlemen. The NFL, for the first time in 55 years, has done it. More than half a century it took for this magical moment to take place. Only one game on the entire slate was a one-score game. This is the first time that's happened since 1970. That's 55 years. The next time this will predicted to happen, 2080. Okay, 2080. So the NFL is saying, we had one bad weekend, okay, in 55 years. And I'd like to let them know, going into the night, we thought there was a chance it was going to be a blowout, especially with the Kansas City Chiefs being the Kansas City Chiefs at this point in time. Now, that was an ugly game. I believe it was like the first 5 out of the 6 possessions was a turnover of some sort, either an interception or on downs. Patrick Mahomes was throwing interceptions, and Marcus Mariota said, don't you worry about it, I'll do one of those as well. And Patrick Mahomes was like, wait, I got more out here. Now, Travis Kelce was fumbling earlier. They had a real shite game. It was a shitey game taking place on that football field. And then all of a sudden, boom, the Kansas City Chiefs start to do what Kansas City Chiefs start doing. And then Travis Kelce starts going absolutely absurd. Rasheed Rice gets in the end zone. And inevitably, the Kansas City Chiefs win 28-7 in a game that was not very thrilling, but it is nice to know that these Chiefs is all the way back. The Chiefs are going to be who we thought they were going to be coming into this season. The Chiefs are who they have been over the last few years. Travis Kelce's getting younger. I saw him in the open field trying a little two-steps on people. And obviously, he's making some magic. But with what Patrick Mahomes is able to do on any given football field at any given moment, we all understand how good the Chiefs could be. Now they're playing like it. So shout out to the Chiefs being all the way back. And maybe even better than ever. Now, they were the public favorite last night, I do believe, 70% of the money. So jot that one down for the public, getting a win over the sportsbook. Any other numbers hit in that particular game, Tone?
So more importantly, on the week, favorites went 11-2 against the spread, which is the best record for favorites against the spread in the last 40 years. So yes, they were shite games, mostly because all the favorites were blowing everybody out. So that'll happen once every 50 years, once every 40 years. We're in for some more good football. They is
who we thought they is what happened this weekend when it came to gambling. Kansas City has now outscored its opponent by 83 points. Okay, this season. That's the greatest margin through 8 games since 2020. And we all remember 2020.
Oh, what a team.
Wow. Yeah. Team. Yeah. Chiefs' average margin of victory in 2025, 19, and 2024, 7.1. So they're winning a little bit more decisively. Coach B.A., what are you seeing from this Chiefs team now versus maybe what they were last year or in years past whenever they were playing a different style? Is this team only going to get better? And is this the Chiefs that we've come to fear the rest of the league?
Yeah, I think so. They're getting better. They're getting healthier. Rasheed Rice obviously makes a big difference in that offense, but their defense is starting to play like Chiefs defense. They're stopping the run. They're getting after the quarterback. And, man, it's tough to win in Arrowhead. What a great place to play football. And I coached there for 4 years and went in there as a visitor. What's the best crowd ever?
Cold as. Do you remember?
Oh, God.
He was interim head coach whenever Chuck Pagano was battling through leukemia, and B.A. was coach. One of our our last game of the season was at Kansas City. Kansas City was already out. It was freezing-ass cold. Freezing-ass cold. I believe the halftime speech was, let's get a win and get the fuck out of here and go get some more. I believe it was the
soup.
Yeah, it's exactly. That was exactly the speech that he gave, and it was like they were still filled up, though. It was freezing-ass cold. They had no chance. Place was still filled up. These Chiefs fans deserve this, and it seems like there's more trophies heading to the home of the Chiefs. Now, yesterday, I was pretty vocal about the scheduling of certain things.
Yes, you were.
Okay? It is football season.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Monday night. That's Monday Night Football time. Why do we have the World Series happening that I'm actually interested in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm actually interested in this year for maybe A few others in the past. I've certainly been interested as we got some static picking up here on the set there. But I've certainly been more interested in this one, mostly because what Shohei and the boys have been doing have been absolutely electrifying. And then the Blue Jays, this team from Toronto, a bunch of dogs. I mean, the way they're built, literally, physically.
Yeah,
watching them play baseball, it's like, I love this team. Them going against Monday Night Football, especially with the Chiefs playing, I'm like, why are we doing that? Thank God they were happening last night. I mean, that quickly became a World Series night for me on the TV, which I would never like to admit publicly in this. Then what I found out when I woke up this morning, 2 hours after the game ended is when I woke up. This thing was an instant classic, a record breaker tie. Last night was historic in the World Series. What took place?
Yeah, without a doubt. And, it's funny you mentioned that because I think that was actually the MLB's plan was, hey, all these people who are going to want to watch Monday Night Football, we're going to go ahead and just play 2 games. Not to bury the lead there, but if you did watch the entirety of Monday Night Football, you could have still switched over to Dodgers Blue Jays and watched an entire 9-inning baseball game. It was absolutely unbelievable. Starting in the 3rd inning, you mentioned him. Shohei you just can't pitch to this guy. Max Scherzer, one of the best big game pitchers of all time, and Shohei takes him yard to give the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. I mean, early on is just, okay, we get it. This is going to be kind of wacky. And then you mentioned it, the guys, the way they're built in Toronto, the wobble body, Alejandro Kirk. It looks like that was going to be a lazy pop fly, boom, home run to straightaway center. Blue Jays take.
I love him, by the way. He might be my favorite baseball player. Outside of Paul Skeens and Shohei Ohtani, that guy might be my favorite baseball player.
So also a little tidbit on him. He got signed initially to the Blue Jays for $15,000. They saw him in Mexico at some open workout. 5'8" guy, catcher, obviously built the way he was. He accepted a $15,000 signing bonus, and that's what got him into the majors.
Okay, so I love him even more. Got
it.
Okay, that makes sense from what I just heard.
Exactly.
Got it.
So he's unbelievable.
Good eye by me. I feel like just eyeing him, I could see this guy's got a good story. I think I like him. Didn't even know it was found out of nowhere. 5'8". There's no way he's supposed to be in the MLB. There's no way he's supposed to be hitting bombs in the World Series. That guy's a dog.
Exactly. He's unbelievable. And fast forward to the bottom of the 5th inning, Freddie Freeman, after Shohei Ohtani doubles. Freddie Freeman, this guy's about as clutch as they come. He rips one down the line, and Shohei gets in there to knot the game up at 4-4. I mean, it was like this all night, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then we go to the top of the 7th, Bo Bichette, who is a guy who has been hurt. He's one of their best players. He gets in and rips one down the line. Vladdy chugging along, and he's had a couple unbelievable slides. Boom. Picture perfect, beats the tag home. I don't remember if they have the replay on here, but he slides in and kind of alters his body because he can tell that the tag is going to be coming in. It was absolutely unbelievable. So here we are. You're thinking at this point, okay, this one might be over. Blue Jays got all the momentum. Yeah, exactly. 5-4. Once again, why are they pitching to this guy? Shohei eats one right down the middle. Oppo shot pretty much still the dead center. 5-5 ties the game up, and then we go to the top of the 9th. Okay, this is a very in a game of a lot of homers, unsung moment here. This is why defense really matters in baseball. Dalton Varsho rips one down the line. Freddie Freeman, who's very reliable, goes off his glove, but Tommy Edman has a heady play, corrals the ball, and then boom, he gets Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at third base. That's huge. They say a lot of times in baseball you can't make the second or the third out at third base because they got the big bats coming up, and boom, that's a runner that's no longer in scoring position. And then so we kind of stayed pat for a little bit. We go all the way
14. That thing says
exactly bottom of the 14th inning.
Place still packed.
Place still packed. Will Smith and everyone in Dodger Stadium thought they had it. He kind of pimps it a little bit. A couple features. It doesn't get much closer than that. So that's the 14th inning. Okay, let's fast forward to the top of the 18th.
What time
inning.
is this Eastern?
Eastern, this was probably about 2:30, 2:35.
Okay, so it's 11:30, 11:35 Pacific time.
Correct.
Which we got to think about because this actually ends up paying off for him because if this is Eastern time playing, you're talking early morning, maybe not as many people in the stands.
Yeah, exactly, but still packed in the top of the 18th. And then another very unsung guy for the Dodgers, Will Klein, strikes out Tyler Heineman. At this point, Tyler Heineman was the last guy on the bench for the Blue Jays. He was the last player who could play in the game, but because it goes on so long, that was his third at bat. He strikes out. And then again, this, just in a group of a lot of clutch guys, Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 18th, full count. He goes yard, walk-off homer to center,
The Blue Jays just, boy, hard to stomach that one. Dodgers win 6-5. They take a 2-1 series lead, and they play again tonight at 8 p.m.
Not just playing tonight, okay? Obviously history there. And Freddie Freeman's, is this his last year? No.
No.
Kershaw's last year.
Correct. He pitched last night as well. He got a big out in extra innings.
Okay, so Freddie Freeman, we met him at the All-Star. He's
Correct.
so cool.
Yes.
He is very cool. Obviously, bottom of the 18th, hitting a dinger center field has to feel immaculate. They got to turn around now. They got a game tonight.
Correct.
Happening, and Shohei Ohtani's pitching. Last night, Shohei was on base how many times?
9 times. So in his first 4 at-bats through the, 7th inning, he was 4 for 4 with 4 extra base hits, including 2 homers. From that point on, the entire second game they played, he got intentionally walked 4 times, and then his 5th at bat very late. It wasn't an intentional walk, but they just pitched around him. Didn't give him any So, they decided after the first game they played, we're not pitching to this guy again. And it was the right move because every time they pitched to him, he killed him.
Yeah, so Shohei gets on base 9 times last night.
Correct.
Okay, hits a couple dingers, ties it up, has a let's go, which is reminiscent in that that's something in baseball.
Oh, Kurt Gibson.
The guy doing this thing there.
For the Dodgers.
Yeah, Shohei has a little bit of one of those things while he's going to second base whenever he ties it up 5-5 at the end of this whole thing. But whenever you think about him getting on base 9 times, and then tonight he's starting pitcher, I mean, this guy's special, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is absolutely outrageous. This is the greatest baseball player of all time?
Yeah, bar none.
Okay,
not even remotely close.
Like right now, people are going to say, well, if he does it for 10 years.
I think he's won, 3 MVPs in a row. He's won a World Series. I don't even think – I really don't think there's an argument to be made anymore, and that's hard for me to say because I'm a big-time Yankees fan, and I think Aaron Judge is, one of the best hitters on the planet. It's not even close how much better this guy is than everybody else.
Here's some Hembo stats on Shohei Ohtani, who's not only growing the game, obviously, here, but internationally in a huge way. I can't even imagine what the Japan numbers are going to be for that particular game, especially with sleep cycles.
Yeah.
There's 2 baseball games back-to-back. They could have caught it at any time over there. He's first in MLB history to reach base 9 times in a postseason game. First in MLB history with 3 multi-home run games in a single postseason. Intentionally walked in 9th, 11th, 13th, and 15th. 4 pitch in 17th. Shohei has reached base in 10 straight plate appearances. Single to end MLB record for consecutive PA.
Yeah, plate appearances.
Reaching in a single World Series. So everything's back. And, he's starting pitcher tonight for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And when you think about his pitching, I did a deep dive.
Okay.
BA, you were there with me.
I was with you, baby.
I took a deep dive in this thing. He can move that thing in all the directions. Oh. He can take that ball a little bit north there. He's got a 4-seamer there. Okay, that rises about 18 inches. He can take that thing southward, curveball. Guess what? That goes about 18 inches. You do some math. That's 36 inches vertical movement. Okay, that's outrageous, is it not? And then let's talk about the horizontal, the east-west, if you will. He's got a sinker and a splitter that go more than 30 inches in different directions. He's 30 by 36, this guy, in the amount of movement. Damn. So this isn't just some ass pitcher. This guy's the guy. He's got a splitter, he's got a sinker, he's got a sweeper, he's got a fastball. I mean, he's got all the pitches out there, and he's also getting on base 9 different times. So today, just 24-hour period here for Shohei could be one of the most special in the history of baseball, I'd assume, is how this will be talked about?
Yeah, he's just stacking them up at this point after his last outing as a pitcher, striking out 10 guys in 6 innings and hitting 3 homers. It's ridiculous. And going into tonight's game, the big thing now, too, is both teams used everybody in the bullpen. Every guy that was available had to pitch last night. You have some guys who are typically used to throwing maybe one inning and a handful of pitches. They had guys who had to throw 40 pitches last night just because out of necessity. If Shohei has his best stuff, that eliminates the need for them to go to the bullpen. You're just looking at the starters, and while I've kind of always said he's unbelievable, his hitting though is far superior to his pitching. When he's on, he's still one of the best guys in baseball. So if he can give them 6 innings and eliminate the bullpen, it is just such a massive advantage. It'll be tough, but for the Blue Jays losing that game last night, it might just be how much do you have left? Because it's a kitchen sink game tonight. You just have to get lucky and throw everything and hope that you get the Shohei early.
Yeah, so best baseball player ever. Is there an argument to be made that he's just the best athlete of all time across all sports?
That's going to become a conversation, is it not? How long can he do this? I guess everybody is expecting him not to be able to do this for that long. Is he going to be able to do this for the foreseeable future? Because I think my research told me, too, that maybe, when you get to the Dodgers, the way they kind of develop NFL pitcher. He might just be only getting better and better as a pitcher, just like as people kind of get older, especially in the LA Dodgers kind of system. And then I haven't even talked about this. He's able to do things that not a lot of other people are able to do. He throws a sinker out of a high slot. So optically for the hitter, I mean, that's just a completely different ballgame. He's doing things people haven't seen before. So greatest athlete of all time is certainly a fascinating question. Like, how long does he have to do it for? I think is all anybody will use for the judge. Like, that is all the argument. In my eyes, I love the guy. Let's just put him on, literally. Let's put him on Rushmore of everything immediately. But as soon as I heard that this guy could throw the ball 100 miles an hour accurately and 100 miles an hour off the bat, what was that, like 3 years ago when he was with the Angels or whatever? Yep. It's like, this guy's greatest baseball player of all time. Baseball people at the time, rightfully so, saying, Let's hold the horses here. Now he's proven a BA. When you think about this type of competitor, this type of athlete, what is it? Do you think it's his obviously he's physically gifted like hell, but his mentality is just one of those different ones that the greats have?
I don't think there's any doubt. But you can't throw in 50 stolen bases.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Damn.
For a pitcher, a hitter, and 50 stolen bases. I mean, that's the one that just puts him over the top for me.
What do you think his mentality is, though? Do you think he's been locked in like this since he was a kid? Is he just born this way?
Everything I hear about him, he is just literally ultra focused. Takes care of his body like nobody else, can do all these things, and just every single day taking care of himself, getting ready to go.
So Peyton and Tom, obviously, are at a different level. Do you think these guys are born this way? Women, too, as well. Serena, obviously. I don't want to take anything away from any of the greatest female athletes of all time, but I think they're born that way. Don't you think? Like, when I saw Peyton, I was like, this guy's an alien. Like, his mentality is an alien. Like, I consider myself a rather competitive person. I think I have a good work ethic. I think I'm able to lock in. Then you see like an actual robot happen next to you and you're like, oh my God, there's levels to this entire thing. And then Tom Brady, obviously they talk about that as the same. Michael Jordan, Kobe, you talk about LeBron, these guys that Wayne Gretzky, I think is even another, everybody at the top is like born that way. Do you think that can be coached, or do you think it's just like a special trait that only some people have?
Well, I think they have the trait. There has to be some really good hands put on them somewhere along the line to get them in the right direction. You know, and all those Tom, Peyton, those guys had great college quarterback coaches and coaches. I think Shohei and everybody else, the Dodgers pitching system we talked about, he's just going to get better.
Better and better. He's only going to get better, I think.
And,
that is crazy to think about.
And his stroke isn't going anywhere. No. That stroke is unbelievable. It's not going anywhere.
Well,
and then to be that tall and that fast.
Exactly. And that would be the biggest thing in terms of like how long can he do this is, you know, the only times he's really had any like injury issues. Yeah, it looked like to be some sort of, attendant that the Dodgers had that, you know, sometimes you get in the wrong spot there and you got to scramble.
So is that person delivering beers there on the field?
A concession guy definitely.
Can we go back to that?
Definitely
Foxy,
shouldn't be out there.
Play?
I just assumed it was like.
Go back.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Got a chair down there.
So yeah, the ball boy jumped over into the stands.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just like a security attendant to make sure people aren't like getting on the field and everything.
Yeah, I mean, he should have known Shohei's off the bat, though. There's a chance that thing's coming right at him.
He's probably thinking he's going yard. I'm good.
Hell of a job by him getting away.
Yeah, not but grabbing that chair too, full sprint and staying away from the ball. Pretty impressive.
That's great.
If that hits him in this game that goes 18 innings or whatever, there'd be so many. Oh, they got guys out there on it. Because imagine it hits him, goes different. He gets a triple or something. Or like something like maybe guy falls on ball. Yeah. Oh, my God, passes out, gets tired, falls on top of ball. I mean, that could have been obviously chaotic. Shout out to that guy getting it figured out. But congrats to the Dodgers. So this is going to feed they spend more money on everybody. That's why they're better than everybody narrative.
I mean, I suppose, but like it's when you're kind of getting single-handedly beat by one guy, like Shohei is just otherworldly. He's amazing. And like, you know, yeah, they paid a shitload of money for him, but like, there are other teams that definitely could have got him. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We'll see. If they win the World Series handedly, and again, the amount of momentum that swings to them after a game like that, it's tough to imagine that the Blue Jays are just going to have enough left to get back. But like, if they get one of like a Paul Skeens or a Tarek Skubal, who people are saying, if the Dodgers win the World Series and then sign one of the best players in baseball instantly, like that will be when people are like, all right, we can't do this
I heard Detroit offered Skubal
pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, offered him $20 or something, Foxy.
I need a confirmed source to tell me this. I don't believe it. I will not believe it until I know it's coming out of Jet Passan's mouth, because that's absolutely absurd. And I'll tell you what, Senior Pizza, Little Caesars owner, Illich would have paid him right away, so I don't like this. His son better get going here.
Okay, I like that you're calling out ownership and holding people accountable, even though you don't know if it's true or not. And that's our show's difference.
That's how you gotta do it.
That is our show's
Exactly.
That is our show's difference in its entirety. But you talk about like Skeens going over there or something like that. They're just buying the best team, which I would like to let people know. That is why I was a fan of the Yankees. As a guy who grew up in Pittsburgh, it's like they're just buying the best team up there. Is everybody allowed to do that? Yeah.
Well,
I want to go for the team. I would like my happiness in this particular sport to reside upon the people that are trying to spend more money than everybody else to win. Baseball people tell me I'm a bullshit fan. I agree. Never played. This is just me watching playoff
The
stuff.
deferment thing is what really bothers people.
Oh, paying him 15 years later.
Yeah, Shohei's salary this year is
If it's allowed.
$1.2 million because they're giving him $400 million in 10
So salary
years.
cap gymnastics is coming over to MLB. You were about to say something?
I was going to say, just in terms of spending money, the Dodgers are in second with $321 million this year for the payroll. The Blue Jays are in fifth with $239 million for their payroll this year. So both teams spend, and they made it.
Who's number one?
The New York Mets.
They didn't make the playoffs.
They didn't.
So that would be the argument the Dodgers would say.
Correct.
And this is just like the Philadelphia Eagles saying, if Tush Push is so easy, why don't everybody do it? That is what the Dodgers will say about the New York Mets. And we'll talk about the Tush Push in a matter of moments. You know, the Dimes Dive was really something that kind of captivated the entire NFL. This guy, you know, he was in New York, didn't pan out. Everybody threw a lot of shots. He goes to Minnesota. Then he's a free agent. Minnesota wants to keep him there. The Colts obviously need a quarterback. He'll come into a quarterback competition. How's everybody feel about it? No, we don't want it. He's going to win the quarterback competition pretty handily. How does everybody feel about it? Oh, we still don't know. We need a full change. Then he goes in, what? Best team in football. Ladies and gentlemen, the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts, Danny Dimes.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Hey, congrats on another win. Okay, you didn't do shit, but congrats on another win.
Appreciate it.
I know it's middle of season. We got a lot of football left. I know that's what you're going to say. But at this moment, with where you're sitting and how you guys have performed, could you have imagined this whenever you got here in the offseason, the team being this good? I think when I sat down with you for dinner with Mr. Berg, you said, hey, we got a lot of good guys. You liked the roster immediately. Did you see this potentially being the case? And why has it worked out so good, do you think, at this point?
I mean, it's tough to say, you know, that we were, you know, exactly how it's going to work out. I think people say, you know, we think we're good, but you never really know until you get out there and start playing. But, you know, I did. I mean, I honestly did in the spring. You look around, you're like, wow, he's really good, and he's really good, and the offensive line's really good, and coaches are good. You're like, you know, we should be we should be pretty good, and you know, we've played well, and things have gone well, but you never really know, I guess, until you get on the field.
I appreciate you having my jersey in your bedroom there. It's very cool of you. Yeah, it's very, very nice of you putting me up there next to the boss man. It's an honor. We're very thankful you're an Indianapolis Colt. We're also very thankful that Jonathan Taylor is an Indianapolis Colt. Can you tell me about him and the offensive line and what this offense is doing right now? Because obviously we've seen Jonathan Taylor have massive success in the past, but right now he's ready to break history, it seems like. What's happening in that area of your offense, and why do you think it's all taking place?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys up front, for one, you know, are doing an incredible job in the run game, in the pass game too, but in the run game, opening up holes, and then I mean, he hits it, he goes, and the 3 or 4 yard runs or 7 or 8 yard runs, and then you know, he's got the home run in him too. That 80-yarder the other day was incredible. I don't know how he stayed in bounds on the sideline, hit it and rolled, but yeah, I mean, he's playing unbelievable right now. I know everybody, you know, if you watch the game, it's pretty hard to miss. He's playing unbelievable right now.
Yeah, you know, being there in person, it's a lot more fun than it has been in the past. I've told you that a couple different times. Like, man, I am thankful to be a season ticket holder this year. It has been a blast in the stadium. One of my favorite things is, you know, what they decided to do during the breaks up on the Jumbotron. Celebrity Lookalike happened this past weekend, and I'll tell you what, I thought you handled the moment greatly. Indiana Jones, any place does this noise, please? Okay, you saw it. Okay, I saw you fighting back a little blush as I was watching in real life, and then it seemed like you looked at yourself, you thought to yourself, stay focused, stay locked in. This is like second quarter, I think. This is still very much in the middle of the game. How was this moment? Did you see yourself, and what was your immediate reaction? Like, oh shit, look busy. Is that did I nail it?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I saw it. I tried to play it off like I didn't see it, but I saw it, and you know, that's always the moment. Like, you know, the camera's on you, everybody's looking at you. Act like you're doing something you'd be doing if you didn't know.
Yeah. I'm working out. Yeah, quarterback. Let me warm up my arm. Yeah. What else? That's how has it been though, dude? You're a hero here. You are a hero here. I texted you that maybe 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, Daniel Jones could be governor of Indiana right now, could be mayor of the city, could literally be anything. How is it being like, you know, beloved by your fan? Like, this place loves you. Can you feel that? How has it been experiencing that? And do you ever talk about it with the team about how much the city has rallied and the state has rallied around the squad?
You can, yeah. I mean, you can definitely sense it. I think just how energetic the city is for it, and the support we have here it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed being here and being with this team. But yeah, like you said, the city. I think the people here are awesome. You know, we've talked about it's a sports town, and people here love the Colts, love the Pacers, love the Fever, love sports. So it's been fun to feel that for sure.
Yeah, well, we're lucky you're here, brother. We're enjoying the hell out of the run, honestly. And that game against the Titans, I don't know if you know this, Colts favored by 14.5 or whatever. Colts fans scared to death. It's like, oh no, here we go. Because we have PTSD of times where, like, okay, the team isn't like all the way ready to go. Very good team, but not like completely locked in. It's been awesome to watch you guys continue to grow through this entire journey. BA has a question for you, Danny.
Yeah, Dan, I saw you up close and personal your first win down in Tampa, and now what switch flipped the switch for you? Is it coaching, system, offensive line? Because you are playing the best football I've ever seen you play.
Appreciate it. I mean, I think it's all those things. I think, football, people want to make it about one guy or one thing or one play, but I think the reality is it's everything kind of working together and everybody doing what they're supposed to. It's a boring, kind of cliche take, but I honestly think that's how it works. And offensive line's played incredible. I think the coach, the scheme, I think the game planning and the scheme we have week in and week out, is really, really good. I mean, guys are open, receivers getting open, and then Jonathan Taylor's doing an incredible job. So, I mean, I think just everything's kind of working together, and we know we still got stuff to clean up, but I think that's when that's when guys are at their best, is when everyone's kind of doing their job.
Your wide receivers are special too. It's like they were talking about it with the Packers, and I think they were talking about it with the Bills. It's like, well, who's the number one? There needs to be a number one. It's like, we got dudes all over the place. Mm-hmm. Like you got dudes all over, and none of them seemingly diva, prima donna, asking, expecting. Just everybody goes for it. Like, this catch is one of the nastiest catches of all time. I mean,
incredible catch.
Pass interference for sure.
Incredible.
Did you know he caught it? You thought it was just PI, or did you know he caught it immediately?
I didn't know he caught it, but I didn't see the ball come up. Like, usually you see the ball on the ground, and I was like, that ball didn't hit the ground. Did he catch that ball? Like, I don't think people realize how hard of a catch that was. Like, he's fighting off the defender. He pins it with one hand and the defender's arm in there. I mean, that's an incredible catch.
Yeah, definitely pass interference. I mean, no questions asked. Everybody in there just thought PI. Okay, we got first down at the one. I think people legitimately were like, all right, that play's over. Is Pittman okay? That's good. And then there's like a delayed roar, and he just stands up with the ball. It's like, what? How the hell did you do that? And Pittman makes those plays all the time. Josh Dahns and you getting on the same page. Obviously, Alec Pierce, I've learned of him even more over the last couple weeks. Heard great things coming out of the Halloween party about Alec Pierce. So I am all aboard Alec Pierce being an absolute dog for the squad as well. And then you guys have a tight end, okay? And I don't know where this Sasquatch came from in this entirety, but what an animal. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Danny, I think going back to like the draft process and then the draft especially, like we were all shocked that Tyler Warren fell to where he did, just falling right into you guys' laps. At what point did you know, like, oh wow, like this guy's different. He might be special. And obviously, Pat talked about how many weapons you have and everything's working, but how nice is it having a safety valve like this guy where you can just dump it down to him and he's liable to, go 40 yards for a touchdown or pick up a third, a long conversion on third down. Like, how impressed have you been with Tyler Warren?
Yeah, I've been extremely impressed with him. I think when he got here in the spring, I mean, you could sense just like his savviness and feel for getting open and just kind of being an instinctive football player. But then, getting on the field and playing with him and live action, a lot of these plays that I think he makes just look easy, where he knows where everybody is. He makes a tough catch. He, makes a cut and gets an extra 7 or 8 yards. Like, I mean, he's just like he does the like instinctive thing that you would hope someone does really naturally, I feel like. And I don't know, he's just he's tough as shit. He's a real good football player.
Yeah, see, his head up, we think, is potentially the densest and the thickest that there's ever been made, because we saw him against Notre Dame hit his head off the ground right in front of us. Oh. He put a dent in the ground and it was frozen. His head, boom, and he just hopped right back. We thought he was dead.
I still get headaches from it.
Yeah, I just got a headache thinking about that. I mean, his head, we saw it in person, so it was like, oh my God. And it was frozen, and he just hopped right back up, tossed the ball. It was like,
I think he got a carry on the next play.
Yeah, he lined up under, I think he did a dive. I think he did a tush push immediately afterwards, just got punched in the head. The guy's an absolute animal. You got a lot of them out there. Now, how can you manage an offense that has all these different weapons? How can you create space for everybody to be able to get the rock? How can you just dominate seemingly everybody? Well, there's a coach that we got that was brought in to be the head coach because he was an offensive guru. Seems like you and him have hit it off well. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, you were talking about the game plan and the scheme earlier. I'm trying to be respectful, okay? And I wanted to ask about how your relationship with Shane Steichen has been since you came over to the Colts, and then how it is now, and how more collaborative and how much more insight you have into the game plan each week. And I noticed you guys haven't had a bye yet, so if you wanted to sit out this upcoming weekend, just get like an early little rest, that's something you can think about doing as well.
No. This is a big one. This week.
Yeah, don't listen to him, Dimes. Don't listen to him. That's a Steelers
That's Mr.
fan.
Jones, by the way. Have a little respect.
Mr. Jones and me. Go ahead, Danny. Sorry, brother.
Good track.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been fun working with Shane. I think in the off season and kind of through training camp, you're not doing as much game planning. You're just kind of calling plays and trying to execute, putting in the offense for the most part. But once we've gotten into the season and kind of as the weeks have gone, I think just the process throughout the week has been really good for me, and the time we spend meeting, watching tape, kind of hearing from him. He's real detailed on how he expects to call the game, how he wants me to kind of play the game, certain situations, where we are on the field, down and distance, kind of what's been happening, and he's very, very detailed, has all that stuff planned out and kind of in his head, and that stuff he communicates with me. And I think just that helps me, especially when we get to like Friday and Saturday and you're watching the last little bit of tape and you're reminding the receivers certain little things here and there. I think that communication has been really helpful for me.
Tell me about what he's saying to you or calling to you through the headset for every play, because we hear him mic'd up. And is he saying to you the same thing he's saying, Mike? Oh, look at this. This is going to be a touchdown. Okay, we're going to run. Okay, look, we've seen him mic'd up every play. I don't know if you know how confident he is in every single play you guys run. Every single one. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is going to be a touch. Look at this. This is going to be a touchdown. We're about to score this thing. Watch this thing. Yep. Touchdown. Yep. Is that what he's calling
plays? He doesn't give me that in the headset as much, but he will, like, when we're talking about something on the sideline, it'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to call this one. It'll probably go for 20, and then when we get the ball on 20, we'll probably call this one. We'll probably score there, but if we don't score, like, we'll call this play, and then we'll definitely score. So it's all very, very positive. Every play is going to be 15, 20-yarder, and then the next one's going to be a 15, 20-yarder.
That's awesome. Is that how you think? Is that how you have thought about the game before? Like, has this been a nice change of pace almost with how he kind of talks about it to you? Do you feel like you two kind of gel well when it comes to that perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't. I probably haven't had that positive of a mindset myself, but it's helpful. I mean, when you have that much confidence and that much, optimism, belief. I think that helps me. It helps the whole team, I think, and everybody can sense that.
All right, we're going to do this, probably pick up 15-20 here. It might score, honestly. I don't even know if we need this next play. And then we'll do this. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. It was always there. It was always there. Yeah. He always dressed so cool on the sideline. He always looked so cool on the sideline. Every time I talked to him, it seemed great. But then it just wasn't going as well. Gardner Minshew, we always make the playoffs. Oh, we don't make the playoffs. It's like he's been through it, too, a lot. So for him to be as positive as he is, I think he's a real testament of his mental resilience, and we're lucky to have you both. And, nope, not even going to say it. We want you to sign a 10-year contract here. Let's I'm not going to do any public negotiating on behalf of the big three. Okay, the big three certainly understand that. But we are very lucky to have you both in our city. You need to know that. Go ahead, Con, man.
Yeah, some good negotiating for you, Dimes, will be the thousands of kids dressing up as you on Halloween on Friday across Indiana. But what about the relationship with the O-line? Have you been taking them to dinners? Has JT been helping them out a little bit? And what is Quentin Nelson like as a leader? Because it feels as though all of us have kind of seen a different Quentin Nelson that we, have grown accustomed to. With the departure of Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, he seems to be taking more of a vocal role this year.
Yeah, he's a stud for sure. I haven't taken him to dinner yet. We do a little Monday Night Football. Last night we had the Halloween party, but we got.
Oh, really? What was attendance? What was attendance? Percentage?
Pretty strong. I don't know. I wasn't marking everybody. It's pretty strong though. I'd say pretty much everybody was there.
I like that. These are all good things.
Yeah.
You guys are drinking water at these things, obviously. A lot of water and maybe some
Gatorades and.
Okay, so we do a little mixed drinks and beers. Okay, I like that.
Cold pops.
That's what I just heard there. We got waters and Gatorades. Got it. I like that. This is good. This is good for team. BA, this is good.
Blue Gatorade and vodka is perfect.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Sorry, going back to you, Dime. Sorry about it. Talk about the O-line.
No, Quentin's a stud, and yeah, the leadership he has in that room and how they all kind of work together. I think that goes a long way. I mean, Quentin, all those guys have an extremely high standard for themselves and the group, and Quentin will let you know if it's not good enough, or if someone's not doing the right thing. He's pretty quick to let someone know and hold everybody accountable, and he holds himself accountable first. And I think that goes a long way with the O-line. It goes a long way with the whole team, I think. So yeah, it means a lot.
You guys got a special group, man. It's been fun to watch you guys. Let's talk about the defense. Obviously, we have to because Lou you didn't know what it was like before Lou got there. You didn't know what it was like before Cam Bynum's got there, who is seemingly beloved by everybody. Moody should be back here soon after the pregame. Hey, let's fucking watch what we're doing pregame. Okay, I don't know. You guys, we need to get better at that going forward. But can you tell me about the defensive side of the ball and the vibes and energy over there? Because obviously, if we want to go where we want to go, defense is going to have to win games. And feels like we have the guys to do it. Do you agree with that?
For sure, yeah. I think they've been playing at a really high level. Lou does a great job. He's a smart guy, smart coach. The scheme that they run and week in and week out, the game plan stuff they have is good. We see it a little bit in practice. We do a period against the defense Thursdays, and there's always some funky stuff in there. So he does a really good job. Those guys are playing well. Pass rush, the guys in the back end are all playing well. And I think we feed off that energy on offense, seeing those guys make stops, make big plays, sacks, turnovers. That's been huge for us.
Why don't you let Rigoberto punt full field a couple times? Let the guy build his average. Every time he goes out there, he hits a perfect ball. Yeah. Rigo's batting 1,000 right now. He actually is, Danny.
Is he?
Yes.
Is that a stat? That's an official stat.
I'll give it out because I'm actually watching them. Because I've been on a couple offenses that were very successful, So you're getting a fifth of the amount of punts of everybody else. But what that means is everybody's like, well, you don't really have to do much. It's like, of course I don't. But every punt means if I shank one, our average is screwed for 2 months with the way this offense is basically going. So every punt matters for Rigo, and he's been batting 1,000. I think he has been. It's amazing. I love Rigoberto. Love Badgley too. Love him stepping in. Obviously didn't enjoy the injury that took place to our guy Spencer. He'll be back stronger than ever. And we see your hat, and it feels like it's been a big part of the story. Coach B.A., been with Colts multiple times, has a question for you.
Yeah, I think Jim Irsay's spirit has got to have a big part of that locker room. And I see Shane does it. You do it. The picture behind you. let him carry you guys all the way because he will.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I think, I didn't know Mr. Irsay, but just from everyone around here and the relationships he had with a lot of the players and obviously all the staff, I think you get a sense for how strong his spirit and memory still is here. So, no doubt.
We love the guitar. Grove brings the guitar in, gets the pick, for the guitar.
Uh-huh.
Pittman brought it in, obviously, this week, gets the tip, okay? Then gets the touchdown. It's like, okay, let's keep this guitar around. Let's maybe 5 people walk in with this guitar. We appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of the season. Thank you for taking time out of your life here.
Awesome. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, stay healthy, brother.
Yeah, what's today look like?
Thank y'all.
What's today look like? We all watch film. Remember, we haven't done shit yet, right? This season, we haven't done anything.
Right. We haven't done. Yeah, we're about to get back in the film room. We got to see what these Steelers look like.
I'll tell you.
You don't like what you see.
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Jones.
Danny.
Don't say that to him.
No, I know. But he might.
Good news is Tomlin just had his press conference and said they're not changing a damn thing.
We knew that, though. We knew that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we knew that. That's Coach Tomlin right there.
Steelers football.
Remember, he has to get his guys back, too.
What do you mean?
His defense coordinator.
Yeah.
He's got to get his guys back like he has to publicly. That's something you have to do, legitimately.
He's having cities back, okay?
Well, that's in his mind when he sits down. I would assume I've not been in there. He knows. Boy, this guy sucks right now at his job. But publicly, he's got to go work with this guy. He can't just bury him publicly.
He doesn't have to.
Well, how much work is he doing then? Because if he's doing a lot of work, then are we aiming our sights at the wrong guy? That's where I get confused.
Oh, you think there's a fall guy here, Austin, D.C., knocking in the proper attack on Coach Tomlin. You know it in there. Coach at press conference, whenever a coordinator is potentially on the hot seat with the fans, how do you address that? Do you go up there knowing, like, hey, if I say anything here, it's potentially going to spark a fire? Is that a thought that you have going in?
No, I think you just tell the truth and I hired the guy. He's my guy. It's my job to fix him. All right? It's not his fault. It's my fault.
Got it.
So as a head coach, you reflect it all back to yourself. And this player didn't have a great game. It's my job to coach him better. This coach didn't have a good game. My job to coach him better.
Now, on that note, sometimes when you say that, it does sound like you're pandering a bit, because like a player will make a full fail. And then the coach will be like, that's on me. I didn't coach him upright. It's like, hey, hero. Don't need you saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tom McMahon tried to go to bat for me one time on something. He was like, that's on me. I didn't have him prepared for that. I'm like, hey, Tom, shut up. Okay? You know who that was on. I shanked that shit out of bounds. That was on me. He goes, yeah, but they need to know that I could have made you better or whatever. I'm like, no, you've did everything. This 100% on me. I don't like that you're lying to these people or whatever. But it's like taking up for your people is a big part of leading.
Yes.
Like that is a huge part of leading. And I think Coach Tomlin is like, one of the most loyal people
Oh, yeah, for sure.
in the history of the NFL. So like, not that that's a great thing, too. Remember, he kept Canada around for a long time whenever everybody was looking for it, but he did move on from Matt Canada. First time in the middle of the season the Pittsburgh Steelers have ever fired a coordinator or whatever in the history of the Steelers. I think there was a time where a coach or something.
The owner.
The
owner was coach. He fired himself, and that was before they sold the team.
40s,
yeah, so it was a long
30s.
time ago. So he has had to make moves before, but I think he does have to kind of represent for his guys out there publicly.
Or he could take the Brian Kelly approach and, basically just make a bunch of excuses, throw it on everyone else's plate, motherfuck these guys on the sideline, say, hey, you just lost your fucking job. Do that. I mean, now, did that work out for him? Not especially, but he
Not
just
in his last meeting with the athletic director.
Well, and he's walking away with a check for $54 million. So is it that bad? Is it that bad?
I don't know if Coach Tomlin's got the same deal as Brian Kelly's
Yeah, he
got
might
stuff.
not.
I don't know how all those deals work
Probably
out.
more.
But boy, that Brian Kelly situation is fascinating.
It's just getting worse and worse.
What, down there?
Yeah, I mean, you take it with a grain of salt, but now just like all the stories come out, like, yeah, like what you see is true. This guy's a massive piece of shit.
Is what people are saying.
Exactly.
That's what people are saying, and obviously everybody's going to have those stories. He is due $54 million over the next 6 years. Let's talk about these college coaches getting fired. Let's talk about coaches getting fired in general. Coaches know it's coming. Like Brian Kelly knew that was coming. James Franklin, do you think he knew that was coming with out loud? It seemed like James Franklin did not know that it was coming, even though it was very, very loud on the outside because of how much success and winning and everything that program has done under him and with how long he was there. Brian Kelly, obviously you lose to Texas A&M in the fashion that you lose to Texas A&M. Texas A&M might win a national championship. Texas A&M is a very, 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 very good football team. Mm-hmm. They blow out LSU. Do you think Brian Kelly knows that it's a possibility? You think these guys know it's a possibility?
I don't think those guys do. I think they think I'm invincible and I'll right this ship. I know how to do this. And there's so much money involved in college football now. It's like the boosters are, no, you're not, because you're not running this shit anymore.
Do you think it's an unflappable confidence that coaches have to have?
Oh, you have to. Yeah, you have to walk on in that office knowing I'm the best there is.
That'd be crazy if Brian Kelly just walked in there the next day. How we doing? Pretty good. Tough game. We'll get it back.
He definitely
Texas A&M, good football team. Hey, why don't you come in here real quick? Sure. What are we doing? We having a little sit down. You're fired.
Yeah.
How much? You guys owe me like $54 million. Yeah, we're gonna pay you.
Check, please.
Holy shit! All right.
Sounds good.
He just walked out, got in his little wagon. You see the car?
Oh yeah.
I love that they had people camped out outside. Actually, I hate that they had people camped out outside the parking lot. I'd like to let that be known. There's some people that camp out some of the places that I end up at. It scares the shit out of me, especially in the current environment that we are in. Not great, but I guess down there at LSU, this is what you kind of expect when you sign up. Them having him, he was in the building 6 minutes, this guy. Out of there, $54 million. Mm-hmm. Loses Texas A&M, gone the next day. I do wonder if he woke up in the morning thinking it was possible. And it's like Napier, I think he probably had to.
He did for sure.
Well, he won, too.
I don't think James
They
Franklin.
win.
Yeah, they fired him after a win.
And then it was almost like it was being talked about, and I don't want to say anything out of line because Napier has been good to us and to our show and to game day, seemingly in a very difficult spot down there. Not saying Florida's a tough spot, but him, for whatever reason, maybe didn't hit on the right guys and they started losing. And their schedule every single year was like, you're playing every good team
Gauntlet
that has ever played. But it felt like a lot of people around college football on like Tuesday, Wednesday before they played that game were like, he's getting fired on Sunday. Mm-hmm. It's like, what if they beat Mississippi? No, yeah.
He's getting fired.
It's all happening on Sunday. It's like, well, what is that? Is that rounding up all the boosters to pay the payout? You think that's what it is? They had to get everybody on board? Like, no matter what happens, he's getting fired. So that decision had to be made like 2 weeks beforehand. And then it's like, okay, now they're leading up to one particular day for the college football is crazy. I know you're advising right now. It is a wild.
Something tells me that decision was probably made after the USF loss. And then they were probably just getting stuff in order.
Had to get everything in order.
I think every name on there probably should have known that it was coming, except for those top two. I don't think they thought it was coming when it was coming.
Gundy, you don't think middle of the season, there's no way he thought it was coming.
20 years.
Norvell seemed blindsided.
Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Jay Norvell did not know that was coming. Honestly, up there at Colorado State, been there a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Coach Prime obviously had their words, but that was good for the rivalry. You kind of Trent Dilfer, I know he didn't think he was going to be.
He's a pioneer.
That was his decision.
He's invented this.
It was,
yeah.
That was going to be his decision. And Trent Bray, I mean, that guy can coach. And then you go to Brent Pry. Virginia Tech didn't really give him a chance.
No, they didn't.
Old Dominion.
Yeah.
24-0.5 or 30, whatever. That was over. I love Brent. Hell of a guy, hell of a football coach, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, you got to win. This is we need wins, which goes back to the NIL era where every team can get good in the offseason, which leads your boosters to think you're going to be good. And then whenever it's not good, it's like, well, what did I give my money to? Oh, well, I'm not giving you money. Yeah, right. I'm not doing that again. Well, we need your money. Well, I'm not doing that. Same guy? Is that who I'm giving? Yeah, he's a good coach. I just gave $5 million and went down the drain. I might as well just light that on fire and maybe piss on it at my house. Why would I give it back to you guys? Oh, because we need it for the good of the thing. Well, I'm not giving that guy. We'll fire him. All right, I'll double it if you do that. Then all of a sudden, guy's fired. And now it's like, well, who's next? Is there enough coaches to be hired next? Are you going to hate the next guy? And then how long is that going to happen? I honestly don't know. This was kind of the conversation on game day where Kirk's like, I don't think these people that give $10 million should have any say in anything. It's how he started. And it's like, Kirk, I agree with what you're saying, but that is just not reality.
It's not the way it works.
How are you going to get $10 million from these people and then just expect them not to say anything? Or how do you expect them to not threaten to not give more money? Like, there's a lot of power in there whenever you're taking $10 million, $5 million checks from people. Yeah, but it's not right. It's like, we all agree with you, Herbie, but this is kind of the reality of the business. And it is crazy to think, like, we talk about the NFL firing offense coordinators or coaches with these young quarterbacks. It's like, think about some of these colleges that are going to be in they're going to be chasing a dragon probably for a long, long time. And then there's going to be other schools that find their fit, like Virginia Tech, because BA is obviously looking for it. They're going to find their fit, and they're going to be able to build a massive, sustainable program, and their donors aren't going to care. They're going to keep doing it. It's like, you're going to see if you can evaluate talent or not, you're going to see, I think, in college over the next 10 years what it's going to be.
That's why Texas's setup is kind of awesome. Like they have the committee at the top that, the coach goes to, and then it's more so like, hey, the boosters can bitch at the committee, and then maybe the committee can, transfer that message to the coach kind of properly.
I hope so. Let's go to some baseball. Last night, 18-inning World Series battle where Shohei Ohtani, the biggest star in the sport, was on base 9 times in one game. And now tonight, he'll be the starting pitcher in a World Series game. We have insane stuff happening, and joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who's been covering baseball on ESPN for 35 years. Friend of the program. He's on the pregame show, which we need to be able to see better and easier. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Ravi.
Ravi!
Ravi, what up, baby?
Not me, baby, not me. I don't know. It was 4 a.m. when we rolled into the rack. 1:45 out here on the West Coast. That's not supposed to happen. But, I'll tell you one thing. You guys saw some of it, I'm sure. It was amazing for 12 innings, and then it kind of slowed down, and then it ended with another Freddie Freeman bag. We're watching some amazing, amazing things in Major League Baseball the last couple of years. We knew going into this thing the Dodgers were the most talented team that money has ever bought. But, boy, the Blue Jays split the first 2 games and forced them into 18 innings last night. We got ourselves a really good World Series is what we got, Pat.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. I've actually enjoyed the hell out of it. I know baseball people might not love the way the Dodgers have gone about doing what they've done to build this roster. Me, as kind of like floating sports fan, love whenever you accrue a bunch of stars and they all show up. Like, I love whenever the stars and studs do their jobs because I like whenever teams try to go for it and it works for them. On the flip side, this Blue Jay story is incredible. Who was the buddy that got paid $15,000?
Alejandro Kirk, their catcher.
This guy not supposed to be in baseball games. I know that. I'm watching him on TV. I'm like, who's this guy's my favorite baseball player? Then I just learned he got paid $15,000 out of a Mexican league basically to come into the MLB. 5'8", hitting dongs in the World Series. This is dream come true. Now let's continue that conversation. Dream come true for MLB for the World Series. Tonight, Shohei starting for the Dodgers. Obviously, this man is a spectacle. Obviously, this man is already an icon. Connor broached the question, hey, is this the greatest athlete of all time, let alone just greatest baseball player of all time? What should we expect from him tonight, obviously with not much rest after getting on base 9 times last night? And what is the expectation for the level of play this evening as a whole, Ravi? I don't think I really know your sport well enough for 2 games to be played in one night and then a biggest game of the year the next night.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit easier to do it since it's baseball instead of, your sport, football or basketball. There's not a lot of physicality going on in this thing. Look, with Ohtani, I expect greatness. I think he's going to come out and he's going to be great because that's what he does. Ohtani's in that class now, Pat, in which you would talk about Tiger Woods, you talk about Michael Jordan, you talk about Tom Brady. You expect him to do things because he expects himself to do things. I mean, I got a list here of Ohtani accomplishments that reads like something that you couldn't make up. I mean, it's Shohei Ohtani has reached base safely 10 straight plate appearances. 10 straight. So the final plate appearance of Game 2, and, of course, 9 times. Similar to Jordan, similar to the Tiger Woods effect on golf courses. Nobody wants to see a dude walked intentionally 4 times. Do we need an Ohtani rule? Should we limit the amount of times somebody is able to be intentionally walked in a game? Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3. I mean, it's something to consider in a world in which baseball has made a lot of good rule changes to make the game better. Fans are what this is supposed to be about. I'm telling you, sitting right there in about row 4, people were screaming because he's being walked. I mean, they want to see the confrontation. Yeah. But look at the numbers.
Yeah, they want to see the show, literally. Hey.
They want to see it.
Hey, that is what we're here for. Hey, hey, we're here for the show. Hey, that's what we got going on. How would they be able to make that rule? Like, I know beer league softball, you're allowed like 2 home runs and then it's an out every time you do that. They'd be able to just act like they were pitching and it just not being an intentional walk?
Well, you can't. I mean, that's what happened the fifth time that they, instead of intentionally walk him, they
pitch around
non-intentionally walked him. I mean that. But instead of putting up 4 fingers, at least give the mirage that we're trying to pitch to the guy. The same way they put the number of times you can throw over to first base. You know, they limited that. They have a pitch clock. Rob Manfred could sit there with a pen and a paper and say intentional walk limited to 3 times per player per game.
We'd like that now, Rob. We know Rob, obviously. Got a chance to chat with him at the All-Star game. I think what baseball is doing and trying to evolve and catch up with the times and captivate an audience is wonderful. I think the fact that a sport in a league as old as this is willing to adapt is a beautiful thing. And also, their stars showing up for them is huge. Ty has a question for you, Ravi.
Yeah, Ravi, it's kind of along the lines of that. They're not going to change that rule tonight, and I'm kind of thinking like the Blue Jays have to intentionally walk him every single time. I understand it's going to piss people off. That's not what anyone wants to see, but you just can't pitch to this guy, and I understand he's batting leadoff, so that kind of puts you in a precarious situation when you're putting a guy on right away. But just coming off last night's game, is there any way the Blue Jays can win this game tonight? Like, I mean, listen, I've watched the Blue Jays a lot this year being a Yankees fan, but after how demoralizing that was, like, how do you see this game going tonight, I guess?
Yeah, the bounce back question is a real one, Ty, and it's a good question. And Shane Bieber's going to be on the mound. Shane Bieber's got all sorts of, great history and a Cy Young, and he comes over here late in a deal with the Guardians. The question's going to be, and Bieber acknowledges it. I mean, I sat talking with Shane Bieber while we did the LCS on the radio. He's coming off Tommy John surgery. It's usually 2 years until you feel 100%. He doesn't know how he's going to feel. He literally says, every time I go out there, my arm is a mystery. So much of this is going to be on what he can do. The bigger issue when you talk about the game and the series globally is by the end of that game last night, with George Springer being out, with Kirk not being in the lineup anymore, with Barger being out, it felt more of a question of when do the Dodgers score, because the Blue Jays don't have anybody in this lineup short of that guy on the screen and Vlad Guerrero. They can really hit a ball over the wall. Dalton Varsho maybe, but their lineup at the end of that game with some of the pinch running decisions that were made and the Springer injury, I don't see how George Springer plays tonight. Now, the same thing could be said about George Springer coming back from getting dinged on a knee with a baseball, then hitting that immense home run, maybe the second biggest home run in Blue Jay history. That's really going to be the challenge for Toronto. How the hell are they going to score? It doesn't matter if it's Ohtani on the mound or anybody else. How are they going to score runs with their lineup that's banged up?
Ravi, we appreciate you joining us. When can we watch you tonight?
You got me at 5 to 6 Eastern time. We'll be leading into, and then last night, Pat, I know you were up. We did a post-game show from about 1:45 to 2:15 in the West Coast. So join us then. I'll text you. I'll let you know if we're on at 4 again.
Thank you, Ravi. Ladies and gentlemen, call post-game show after an 18-inning game. God. Hell yeah, Ravi. Hold it down, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually did a post-game show after an 18-inning World Series. How about you? Yeah, 1:15 Eastern. Damn. 1:45? Yeah. All right. Hour 2 is on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice.
Speaking of kicking footballs, especially here at Vandy, we have a living legend here, Sarah Fuller, who's a 3-time SEC champion soccer player for Vandy, and also came in to kick for Vandy whenever they needed an absolute badass. We appreciate you stopping by, Sarah. Welcome back to campus. Great to have you here. And Kirk, we have a man named Tyler Huang. Is that accurate?
There you go.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Dover, Massachusetts.
All right, so I've heard Vanderbilt is the Harvard of the South. What are your majors here?
I'm a chemie and econ major.
Okay, a chemie. Okay, that's what we call it. That's slang for chemical engineering.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in the chemie world too. You played soccer your whole life?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever kick a football or field goals?
Senior year.
You were the high school kicker for your team?
A few games. I might have stepped in.
Okay, so you have a lot of experience. Sarah, do you think he should be able to make it on his first attempt then, right?
Oh, absolutely. I have all the confidence. He's got the soccer, he's got the football background, he's got it.
Okay, and Kirk Herbstreit's chasing a squirrel behind us as he plays catch with everybody here in Vandy.
Have you ever made a kick from this far?
Oh, of course.
You have?
Of course.
All right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. One kick only. 5 Okay? $500,000, Tyler, if you're able to make a 33-yard field goal. We'll also donate $250,000 to charity, $750,000 in total, $500,000 in your pocket, $250,000 to charity. Take the lap, kid. Look at him. Tyler. Come on, bro. Congratulations. Tyler Wayne hits the biggest ball we have seen. Sarah Fuller with the tip. Herbie went to home. Right down. Vandy with a magical Saturday morning.
How many kicks have we been doing over the years?
I have no idea.
That was the best kick
we've ever had, bro. Ever.
Best kick we've ever had.
You said it's been 2 years. I think maybe you should start trying to send some tape out to colleges around the country. You murdered that, brother. What is the first dollar going to be spent on? Those degrees you're getting right now?
Yeah, probably helping my parents help me out with that. Just so excited. Can't believe it.
You're the best, dude. Congratulations, Tyler. Congrats to his parents.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey, let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers. You pig! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this BA Day, October 28th, 2025. Hour 2 of the program begins now. Football! Ibba remix. That's Coach BA, Super Bowl champion. The Toxic Tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys AP Tony's here. And joining us live from an attic in Ohio is a man who is the all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, and a man who once had 40-some tackles in a high school football game. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, AJ Hawk. Hawker, how you
that number seems to grow, huh? I think you started at 32 or 33. It's already over 40.
Well, you had multiple games over 30. I think you only had one game over 40, and you say, there's a bunch of JOPs on there. My coach really padded the stats. Nonetheless, this cranium right here was all over the yard in every yard that he was playing football in. On that note, the Chiefs is all the way back. Congrats to you getting it right, forcing me to go the other way. Thought you were an underdog-type guy. Turns out you're not. Worst slate in the history in the last 55 years for the NFL. 2080 will be the next time that this will take place if we were to repeat the same time frame where there's only one game that is a one-score game on an entire NFL slate. What did you learn from last night's 10.5-point spread where the Chiefs covered easily over the Washington Commanders, AJ?
Yeah, the Chiefs did cover easily. Eventually it got to that. But early on, it was a bit of a, I don't know, what does Gumpy call those soccer games that are terribly
cagey? Little cagey.
Yeah, it was definitely a defensive battle early, I would say. Some turnovers, obviously, both sides. But, yeah, the Chiefs know what to do. The Chiefs know how to win. That's what they're programmed to do. It's what Patrick Mahomes is programmed to do. And they just find ways to win. And also credit to that Chiefs defense again. They played very well, I thought.
BA, what do you see from the offensive side with the amount of weapons that Patrick Mahomes is having? They're saying this might be the best offense that they've ever had whenever they get this thing really rolling with the amount of weapons that they have.
Yeah, they got Pachenko going in to run the game, and offensive line's playing better. Rashee Rice makes a huge difference, and the speed is showing up. You know, since Tyreek has been gone, the speed is starting to show back up. I just Pat would get out of bounds some. He took some hits he don't need to take.
Yeah, well, that was last year. Remember last year and also earlier this year when they weren't playing that well, he started doing I got to be the guy. You know, and I think he views himself as tough guy.
Yeah.
Grew up, obviously, in a clubhouse baseball. Dad's a dog. I think he views himself as a dog. I don't think he sees himself as we all see him. Like, yo, brother, you're already on the Mount Rushmore of football players. Brother, you're already in the GOAT conversation. Brother, if you get hurt, they are screwed over there in Kansas City. I don't think he sees it like that right now.
No, he's too tough for his own good, and a lot of these guys are getting that way. But he took 1 or 2 shots on the sideline. He could have just stepped out of bounds. And I think since he started the flexing, guys are taking bigger shots on him.
Yeah. Well, that was because he did the do-si-do on a guy and hits a guy. And then everybody that has a defensive helmet on their head or ever has worn a defensive helmet on their head said, go ahead, keep doing that. Go ahead and keep doing it. And the NFL doesn't want that to happen either. These refs, okay, let's get into it.
Here we go.
Age.
Yep.
Bruce Arians has been a coach for 47 years in football. Okay? I've obviously not witnessed all 47 years of him coaching football. I've only seen 1 year. And I think I saw enough to really have a pretty good grasp on how this whole thing goes. We were in spring, okay, OTAs, running some drills, 7-on-7 or whatever. Had refs in, local refs that are like college refs, okay, local refs that are college refs. They come in, just getting some practice. Okay, just get some practice. But hey, if you're just going to get some practice, don't be ruining our practice, is BA's mindset. Guy misses a touchdown. Okay, guy missed it. Clearly 2 feet in. He calls him out. Obviously, the defense does a full celebration. I mean, it was clearly a touchdown. Like, me and Vinny are standing right there, 2 feet clearly in. Bad call by the refs. Defense doesn't want to hear it. Defense does a full 2 BA, you know, because BA's coming in wearing all black on days that he kills him in the whole funeral. So BA listens to the defense and then just completely turns to this ref. Just beeline to ref. Lets him know how big of an embarrassment he is, basically, and how much he, chooses. He undresses this ref in this OTA thing, and he walks away. Okay, then he walks away. And then he starts talking shit to the defense and talks shit about the ref while talking shit to the defense to them and walks away. I was like, yes, this is before I got to see him in action during games. Then during games, you know, you got that side judge or whatever on the sideline. Unbelievable working of this side judge. And I think he has a personal relationship with basically all of them. I am pretty sure he has a personal relationship with all of them. But BA, much like the players, okay, I think players normally feel this way a lot more than coaches do, at least enact on it. BA understands these refs are very important to the game. And when they are asked, they need to hear about it. I asked BA this morning, hey, anything you want to talk about? We need to talk about these refs. That's what he said. Okay, that was his big takeaway.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, compelling case whenever you start seeing some things. And obviously everybody's talking about the Tush Push. We'll save that for last. There were some clear and obvious ones on Sunday Night Football in the biggest game between the Steelers and the Packers that they didn't get right. Broderick Jones, Pittsburgh Steelers, left tackle, actually goes in motion basically for a play. Now, it's not as easy to see if you're not looking for it at the beginning, which the ref should be. If they get Skycam on this guy's behind the guard before the ball's even snapped, okay? Don't know how you missed that, honestly.
No, that's what drives me crazy. The clear and obvious, they don't warn the tackles anymore. They'll call them, and now you see a tackle sitting back 4 yards. This guy's offsides, and then the one where the defense jumps offside.
On the next drive. So now the Green Bay Packers, have a chance. Mike is trying to scare him, get Zach Frazier to jump offsides. How you doing? And what he actually gets is his D tackle to move.
Devontae Wyatt.
And then Rashawn Gary also. There's 2 guys offside. This on 3rd down. Aaron just being in the game 20 years. Okay, this is a free play. Almost to the point where they should have stopped it because they almost made contact. Like if there's no contact and they're offsides, they let the free play happen. This guy was so close to Frazier, you thought they might even stop it because there's contact. Then Aaron Rodgers throws an incompletion. It's now 4th down. He goes bananas on these refs. But this is the biggest game of the weekend. This is Sunday Night Football. This is early. These are some important parts of the game. Very clear and obvious they're missing it. Are they dropping down a level right now? Are the refs getting worse right now at the clear and obvious? BA.
I think it's totally true that quality from week to week is getting worse.
I don't like that. Because then you say, BA, it's just 2. That's just one crew. That's just one crew down there. And he's check Tampa Bay game. Check Tampa Bay game against the Saints. So this play, I think we need sound on, please. Spencer Rattler, quarterback for the New Orleans. Or no, I'm sorry, not. Is this Spencer Rattler?
This is, yes.
Yeah. Spencer Rattler, quarterback for the Saints. Sound, please.
For sure. That's to Glenn and Chaz. Rattler on the slant. That is the first down, and then the ball came loose. Taken back by Winfield. No whistles.
The ball was fumbled, recovered by the defense. There was a whistle blown after the defense.
Commentator just said no whistles. Pereira, I think, is in the middle of saying, I didn't hear a whistle. The ball was clearly out.
Okay,
Obviously,
so
an awkward
they say
thing.
that-
So they take touchdown back off of the board. They still have the fumble recovery there. BA says, oh, okay, yeah, just take a touchdown off the board because of a whistle that none of us heard. And it was on the opposite side of the field. Is that what you were told?
Yeah, the opposite side official wasn't even his call. Makes a call, blows a whistle. Now, to me, that's suspension.
Yeah.
That's a suspension. You don't call any more games the rest of this year.
It's the NFL.
It's not your call.
It's the highest level.
It's not your call. Let the person call it. They're supposed to. This inadvertent whistle thing drove me crazy for a long, long time.
Yeah.
This is about the third one of these I've had.
Okay, so, and he said, we've had, as if he's still in the Bucs. You'll see some of the awards he gives out. He does have to walk into that building still on that point. And then obvious the Tush Push. The Tush Push is clear and obvious and also incredibly hyped. And whenever you think about this play, yesterday, Dan Orlovsky and our conversation about it, 2 million views on X. The other one, like 1.8 million views on X. People obviously at the point of wanting to figure this out. Now, most people saying, get it out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia people still putting up the same fight that they had during the offseason whenever they were trying to ban this. It's like, hey, it's a football play. If it's so easy, why doesn't everybody do it? Then we watch the offsides that happen. We watch the illegal motions. Now we're watching this happen where they say forward progress is stopped and they take away a fumble recovery for the New York Football Giants against the Philadelphia Eagles. Clear and obvious to everybody but the refs.
Yeah, to me, it's like, okay, I'm all for the Tush Push. I mean, Jalen Hurts is unbelievable. Only he can do it.
Yeah.
But if you can't referee the play's got to get out of the game. And obviously, they can't referee this play anymore. Between all the false starts, the offsides, and this ridiculous play that the forward progress was stopped, they're all going forward. He's reaching forward when they take the ball away. And it got reviewed. Now, if you're going to review it, you review the whole play.
Just get the right call.
But they're saying that forward progress being stopped trumps everything.
Yeah, they've been using that for a long time.
That's the scapegoat thing.
Yeah, it has been the
That's
trump
the
card.
scapegoat.
The trump card has always been the forward progress thing if they made a mistake. But we're at the point now where it's like, why not just get it right if you can get it right? We're already doing the New York drop-in expedited rules. Well, they can't overturn everything. They can't put a flag out. It's like, why not? You guys are letting them basically do that anyways. Why don't we just get the call right if we know it's clear and obvious? And the way this was originally reported, correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of the aggregator accounts put it out and said there was a mistimed whistle or something like that. It was like the whistle actually didn't blow until after Thibodeau had the ball. So there was no blow of this thing being dead. It was just a forward progress conversation. AJ, Bruce Brown, New York Giants fan, obviously, so he's going to feel a little bit a certain way about this. He said if they were to stop forward progress every time they did Tush Push, well, what's the push for? Because at some point he's going to stop, and then they're going to push him. So are they stopping the forward progress every single time now? Is that the expectation? Is the first time he stops is what the Tush Push is? Which goes to BA's point. None of us know what everybody's going to do, which is probably what the defenses would like a little clarity on, AJ.
Yeah, everyone needs some clarity, I feel like. But also, like, it's getting worse as the season goes when it comes to the Tush Push and things like the stuff that I guess you should be able to figure out, that you shouldn't be making repeat mistakes. They continue to make them. And I'm sure there's plenty of good refs out there. I know that. There really is. But the problem is the bad ones make all of them look much worse, I feel like.
I just heard BA say, where? I just heard him.
Try to give the benefit of the doubt. There's got to be some good
No,
ones.
there is. There certainly is good refs. We're not going to say it. It's very difficult to get an entire team of good refs. In this environment, I mean, not a lot of people are signing up to be refs. You know, like that is certainly an issue, which goes back to we need that player pipeline.
We need that academy.
I think so. I legitimately think it's a good idea.
Yes, indeed.
Do you think the NFL will ever get on board with it?
I would think so. It's for former players. You know, for me, it's like whatever we can do to help a former player transition to the next step after playing. We do it for broadcasting. We do it for some other things.
Business. They do it for business. They do it for
I know
broadcast.
this. Steve Freeman was the best back judge I ever knew because he played safety for 13 years. He knew exactly where his eyes were supposed to be all the time. And to me, that was like, we need more Steve Freemans out here.
And we're not saying that all refs have to be former players.
No.
But we're saying if we can recruit former players to become officials by this academy that the NFL and the NFLPA have done for many of. You talked about broadcast; they did for business as well. I think there's a social media one now. There's all these different things that kind of get pieced together, like little boot camps that get pieced together to help players do it. If it was actually that big of a deal to the league, I mean, you can make that a year-round thing. Offer salaries, you can get on scholarship, you can even get sponsors to get in there because everybody wants the ref thing to be fixed. And you're taking care of former players. Easy babyface move by the NFL to do this. And I think you'd get guys that appreciate the job, know the job, and also aren't scared. Like, I think some people in some of these calls are scared to make the call. And it's like, are you scared? Are you confident? Like, what is going on? And new refs probably getting intimidated. I would say that is something that could certainly happen, especially on an NFL field, whenever you're seeing people that maybe you even played video games with playing alongside you.
And they're talking to you, and you got BA in your ear as well. Like, that's not a lost art, but that's a thing great coaches do. They will work the refs to where you might get a little help as the game goes on.
Yeah, and a little frantic too. You're getting in there, maybe a little frazzled. I'm not saying every ref, but we're just saying, like, if we can get players in these positions, I think that would be good for the game. And I think we should be trying to promote that legitimately. I think that's something they should think about doing.
Well, and the whole thing, it's strictly about accountability. Like, guess what? Refs are going to screw it up no matter what forever. But if you're not accountable, then you'll just continue to screw up and it won't matter whatsoever because it didn't matter then and they can just skate by and go to the next game. And to your point about the aggregator tweet, yeah, it was like early whistle on the Eagles before the fumble. That's wrong. But, 10 million views later, everyone thinks that there's an early whistle. So people not knowing ball, also a massive problem. But, like, no matter what, the pipeline absolutely should happen. People from those pipelines will get calls wrong. Like, that happens no matter. Human error forever, in the past and the future, will always happen. But it's strictly accountability. Like, if you don't have accountability, then nothing actually matters.
And on that note, Gene Steratore, right? We've talked to him a lot about how he handles being ref. And he's like, hey, you know what? DB was holding a little bit, didn't affect the play. We kind of carry on here. This one, not a part of the play. We just kind of keep it. Feel for the, and I'm not saying that there's zero NFL officials currently that have feel for the game. I'm just saying, like, ex-players would have that feel. It's like we should. That seems like a trick.
You got to get the easy ones right. Like, that's the thing. Like, I understand there's some tough ones. There's some, was that PI? Was it not PI? Whatever. It's just those I understand a little bit, the judgment calls. But some of these things, like, seem like almost day one install stuff for rep.
Broderick Jones there, 77. Yeah. I mean, him going in motion. That is literally what he did. He went in motion. And then the refs are like, hey, listen. We'll make up for you.
We'll get you back.
We'll get you back. We'll let you get two guys offsides, almost touch on third down. Like, for Aaron Rodgers, it's pretty big down here. This is the money down. In his head, 3rd and 8. Okay, obviously 3rd and long, but I got a free shot here at anything. Okay, guys covered, but let's go ahead and give it a go here. Why not? Let's just kind of
the most touchdowns in the history of the NFL with
free plays. Yeah, that's Aaron's thing. Too many men, jump up, false start, offsides. His cadence is his cadence. That is why he does it. So he feels like, yep, did it again. Hello, Pittsburgh. This is the show. And him getting it to Green Bay, probably like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is my shit. I took you tripping down memory lane real quick, getting a free play. And then the refs just being like, yeah, it's 4th down, bro. Yeah. That was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, good pressure by those guys.
We punted it and never got another stop. And that was the end of the game.
Oh, my God. So you guys lost not because Brett Michaels wasn't heard by the entire stadium. You lost because of this.
Yep.
Mike has drawn his own guys offsides, trying to bait Zach Frazier. Had his hand on a ball. Obviously not going to move.
Definitely lost that because of that.
That's crazy that happened to you guys. And you guys are calling for people's jobs.
No kid.
It should be the
Nobody's
refs.
calling for anybody's jobs.
Yet.
We're just pointing out facts.
So
everyone else can come to their own conclusions.
I like that.
What would that be described?
What is your conclusion?
Leading the witness.
Leading. On that note, let's do a little BS or no BS with BA, shall we? This is one of our favorite segments. Every single week, we present a statement of fact to Coach BA, and he tells us if that's BS or if that's no BS. Here's the first one. Running back that trick. Oh, sorry. I missed it. Sorry. I got real excited.
That was great.
I got really, really, really excited. Running back that Brinks truck up. Okay, like back that ass up. Are we thinking that running backs are about to get paid? Running backs are about to get the Brinks truck. Is that BS or no BS, BA?
That's no BS. I mean, you look at the guys that just got paid, they're going to get paid a whole lot more. And then you got all these young guys who are absolutely tearing it up. But the thing I think that separates most of especially the young guys getting ready to be paid, is that they're great receivers.
The great receivers had got a lot of money. Quarterbacks obviously got a lot of money. Defensive ends got a lot of money. The running backs weren't getting paid. They were saying that the running backs, there was like 30 of them. No big deal. We could put anybody in these jobs. They actually had like a little bit of a holdout, these running backs. If you remember, Saquon at one point, alongside Jonathan Taylor, they said, we're not doing it anymore. We're not going to play. Jonathan Taylor was the only one that really stuck to it, I must say. Okay? Everybody else kind of folded. Jonathan Taylor remained with his hoodie up and at practice saying, nope, I'm worth more. You need to pay me. Now, they inevitably did. I didn't love the way he went about doing it. They need to pay him again so we don't have that situation. But it does feel like the running back is becoming the main feature of offenses that are great again. And that's got to be special as an old-time football coach.
Yeah, you look at Christian McCaffrey, 2 weeks ago, 63% of the offense was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And was, 140-some yards rushing, 7 catches. And I think that's what separates those guys, that there's such mismatches in the passing game. Gibbs, Acme, Bijan, all these guys are huge mismatches in the passing game.
So that wasn't always a thing. I remember back whenever they would say, like, well, this running back doesn't have good hands. Nowadays, you kind of have to. Doesn't everybody kind of have to have good hands at this stage of football?
I think the only guy right now who's a great running back that plays first and second down is Derrick Henry. And he's never in there on third down. And he can catch. He's great on screens and stuff. So I don't know why he doesn't play more on third down. Because I wouldn't mind checking it down to him and letting him go.
Of course, that'd be nice to give Derrick Henry the ball. They're 2-6 right now. The thought of back in the day, though, you talked about the first 2 downs. If a running back could run routes like a wide receiver, it was like this guy's feet are absolutely unbelievable. Now it's basically, hey, you're a running back. You got to catch. You got to run a route. You got to be able to block. You're almost like a tight end in a backfield all of a sudden, and you're getting the ball handed to you. I think that's inevitably going to lead to the value going way up. How long does this last for? Is this the new fad? You know, because like them not being valuable was a fad, and then now they're back. Is this sustainable? We think this is how everybody's going to try to build? Are there enough of these guys out there?
I think there are, and they're getting more and more coming from college that are really multidimensional. And the speed factor is unbelievable. When you look at Bijan Robinson with Algiers in the backfield, him splitting out, who's covering him? If it's a linebacker or safety, that ball's coming right now. Here we go, baby. And I go back to the days where I had Christian Okoye and Barry Word, big 260, 250 backs, first and second down. Whoop, third down, here comes Todd McNair. He leads the team in receiving. We play the Chargers, big backs. Oh, Ronnie Harmon comes in. You can't cover this guy.
Yeah.
He's going to beat you every time. And so I see the halfback. You know, when it went to H-backs, tight ends became the mismatch, the Brock Bowers, those type guys. Now it's coming back to the halfbacks. You're seeing a lot more empty sets. Those guys going, especially in a 2-back set. Say you got a big back and a fast guy. I wouldn't be surprised to see Detroit have Montgomery and Gibbs in the game real soon together.
Oh, the tag team, Sonic and Knuckles. Did you hear what they were calling him after week 1 up there in Detroit, B.A.? Did you hear what they were calling him?
No, I did not.
Oh, hey, Foxy, what were you guys calling him? What were you calling him specifically, these guys that are leading your team now?
Don't listen to Pat. I never called him this, but after week 1, when we got our asses kicked by the Packers, instead of Sonic and Knuckles, they were calling him ass and cheeks. And I didn't like it one bit, Coach.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying up there in Detroit.
Sometimes you got to eat that shit.
Sometimes you do. AJ, you were in the CTE hard head era of running backs and obviously middle linebacker. Wasn't that a convo? Like, hey, this running back can catch good. Now it's like, of course. That's
everybody has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and BA hit on it. It's like the matchups. I mean, Reggie Bush in Detroit, they'd motion him out to one. You got a linebacker running out there playing like you're trying to get in a weird little corner stance and act like you're comfortable out there covering Reggie Bush, like running routes. So, yeah, it creates matchup issues everywhere. And these guys now, like, they're so fluid in their routes as well. Like, think about it. You can get the matchups you want. You can make it, like, you can kind of manipulate everything right here. Just get the ball in space. It's a low risk play, and the dude can do things like this with the ball, and you just it's basically a toss sweep that Goff throws to him, and he can take it to the house.
Okay, so you said you can manipulate matchups. Can we explain that a little bit more? So obviously you got 2 outside wide receivers. Those are going to eat up the corners. Then you got probably a slot in there. That's going to eat up your nickel. So normally the running back is being guarded by a linebacker, right? Isn't that kind of, unless they go to dime, and then they'll have a safety kind of covering them?
Yeah, and he's got to be able to tackle in the box because you put that personnel in, they're going to run the ball on you. All right, so if you're trying to match up with DBs, they're going to run it down your throat. That's the beauty of having two backs. All right, are you going to treat this as pony and play nickel? Well, that big back's going to pound your ass. All right, and if you try to load the box, here we go with that mismatch. That's the beauty of the chess game of football.
So the running back being able to catch, that's why it was such a big conversation. Like, hey, have to have a linebacker in here because we'll just pound them if they don't. But if they have a linebacker in here, he runs 4.7. We got a guy who runs 4.3, 4.4 back here. So that's an automatic mismatch basically in every style of offense, or is it just certain styles of offense?
I think it's every. I mean, I go back to Marshall Faulk, who I thought probably was the best running the football and running routes. Then we had David Johnson in Arizona, who close to had 1,000 and 1,000, real close. Those guys they're very, very hard to find, but I'm seeing more and more of them coming into the league now.
Joseph Adai, I was very lucky to watch him work. He worked on his routes, like he worked on his cuts and everything like that. And I remember people around him talking about how like some people were telling him he was wasting time getting good at that, like as a running back. And he thought, like, if I can get open, Peyton's going to throw me the ball. Like I want to. I would like to shake shit out of these guys and get the ball from Peyton. He did just that. Almost got an MVP in the Super Bowl. I mean, he is. You're talking about being an absolute beast. But that was whenever I was rookie. That's how they were talking. That's 2009. People were talking like, hey, what are you doing this for almost? And then now it's like, if you don't do this, you're probably not going to see the field. It's an interesting kind of evolution of the position, I think.
Remember, Le'Veon was doing it at 225 pounds. And he was so
He's
smooth.
A freak, absolute freak.
Yeah, he was awesome to watch play football. I mean, that was
he was real fun to cover. Same thing. They would do that where linebackers have him. Like you have a 2-on-1, like me, you with the other backer, and Le'Veon's back there, and you're sitting there like, man, just please don't motion out in the slot. Just don't send this dude out. Third down, he just pops up his little saunters out there, and I'm sitting there with outside leverage looking at my inside. I'm like, hey, you better be hard inside, buddy. I am pushing him inside. And he shakes both of us. We're like, all right, cool. This is fun. And you do that for 4 straight quarters.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Who was calling plays? Was that you? I wonder if that was BA calling.
No, I didn't have the killer bees.
Okay.
That was
Todd?
Todd
Yeah,
Haley.
it was Todd, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate Todd Haley seeing the milk check out there, too, with A.J. Hawk rolling out there. Hey, Lev, we're going to do
We
that.
try to keep him in. That's when you try to keep him in. You go hug the A guy, like, I'm blitzing, buddy. You got to stay in, right? He would never even honor us because I never got to go.
Never honor us.
He never honored. He's like, I know. I've watched film, bud. You're not coming. I know. You got
Look at me, bro. Look at me, dude.
I'm coming. Here we go.
Never honored us. What a way to describe that.
Yep.
They never took us serious. Every time we showed, they never honored us. I'd have to get out from the O-line, actually, or D-line and go out there. Go ahead, Con.
Was Todd Gurley like that? Like, Todd Gurley, the stats always come around where it's like Todd Gurley would be 5th in touchdowns going back to 2015 and now. Like, was he receiving
What, do you
back?
have a knee?
Yeah, it was like degenerative knee disease or something.
He was so
But yes,
good.
he was definitely like that.
Yeah, running back's a fun position. I didn't even think about the way we're kind of talking about it and the way I think you want us to talk about it. It's like the tight end position, obviously having a massive uptick for everybody, like, hey, need one. Running back position is that plus some because you can just hand them the ball. Not that you can't do that to a tight end, but you can literally just do this one here. Good for the running backs. It was a little dicey there for a little bit.
It was.
It was a little dicey there for a little bit for their position. Congrats to them. Now let's go to the second statement of fact that they've been saying, BA.
Yeah, Bruce, there's a lot of chatter out there that every head coach in the AFC North is on the hot seat. Is that BS or no BS, BA?
I think that's no BS.
Whoa!
Because this was supposed to be the best division in football. They got one team with a winning record of 4-3. All right, that's not good. And they got to play each other. 9-8 might win the division. Whoever wins the division gets to come back next year. I think the other 3 are probably looking for a job.
Okay, now, whenever we put this together, this graphic, I looked at that because you never really think an entire division's head coaching staff is potentially going to be changed in one offseason, because somebody has to win the AFC North, which is kind of what you're saying at 9-8. But you look at some of the legends there. Like Tomlin's been in the Pittsburgh Steelers a long time. Harbaugh's been with the Baltimore Ravens a long time. Now, obviously, Stefanski's been through it.
2-time coach of the year?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 different eras of the Cleveland Browns. And to your point, 2-time coach of the year. And then Zach Taylor with the Bengals. There's like, at the beginning, this guy's a doofus. Then he goes to the Super Bowl with Cincinnati Bengals. This guy's a king. And now everybody's kind of cooled off. All the fan bases have cooled off basically on all of these coaches. And I don't know how loud and how long that can be. But whenever I saw this graphic and then I started, you were saying no BS, it's like, That would be wild if the entire AFC North got a new facelift.
Yeah.
That would be an insane thing, especially for how traditional and how historic the AFC North is as a whole.
Yeah, and now the stats, especially when it comes to Zach Taylor, to your point, are coming out how, the teams that have scored 38-plus points in NFL history are 260, not the exact number, but 266-1, and the Bengals are 1-3 in those games, and they're the only team to lose multiple games that way. And so I saw a lot of people more so kind of broaching the question, hey, why haven't you changed anything if this hasn't been working?
Here's a stat from Hembo for the defensive side of the things, which we can certainly visit here. Scoring defense of every division. This is points per game that they give up. AFC North, 27.4 points per game they're giving up.
Who put that emoji there?
That was Hembo.
Hembo did that?
Yeah, Hembo said it's a little dookie, brother.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, you never want to be described as dookie. That's about as shitty as it can get. And when you look at that, you think about the AFC North, it's a defensive-led division, which is why this Cleveland's defense, Pittsburgh's defense, Baltimore's defense. The only one that we don't think about defense immediately is Cincinnati Bengals, and that's because they paid so much money to the offense, but that's supposed to be a defensive-heavy grind and pound type division, and then the stats coming out like, nope, not like that at all. And when expectations are this, and you come in like this, that's whenever, potential jobs. But all these franchises are super slow moving whenever it comes to these types of decisions.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you, BA, is like when you got guys like Tomlin and Harbaugh who have been there for so long and are Hall of Fame coaches, if there is like a big facelift in the AFC North, do you think the talent pool in the NFL, like, will they be able to just replace those guys with ease? Because that's what we're talking about in college right now, is like all these guys are getting fired, and it's like, well, are we going to be able to find good enough?
Who are I don't even want to get into that right now, but who are filling all these college jobs?
That's what I mean. Like, the talent pool is just not there. Like, are you, is the NFL always going to find that next guy, though?
I don't think so. I think each one of these teams historically has been very, very consistent in what they do. And who is behind door number 2? That's your question. Mm-hmm. And if I got a guy that I really like to behind door number 2, I'm going to make a move. But if it's just a bunch of guys, no, I'm going to keep my guy. He knows what he's doing. He just had a bad year, But for this division, especially if they lose in the first round of the playoffs, for this division to get wiped out that fast, that's not good.
Yeah, the who is going to be your coach next combo.
Terrible.
It seemingly comes after the
You
final.
got to have some. You got to have. I would imagine you only do it if you have like 1 or 2 people in mind that you really want to go after, that you think you can get, right?
We're doing BS or no BS with BA right now, so I don't want to get off topic, but like all these college jobs, who are they hiring? Who's everybody hiring? Yeah. Everybody has money. Okay? Everybody has good NIL. Everybody has good opportunity. And you could add Virginia Tech into this thing. There's a lot of good opportunities out. Who's going to get hired for all these jobs?
Well, is it just going to be like musical chairs and like the guys who have gotten fired are just going to
James Franklin heading to Florida?
Yeah, exactly. Brian Kelly's back at Penn State.
He's a northern guy.
Yeah, I would rather do like what Oregon with Dan Lanning. Like, hey, try to find an up and coming coordinator who is it's hard to know.
So for the Steelers, if the Steelers were to move on from Coach Tomlin, which by the way, very unlikely. Unless Coach Tomlin wants to. That is just, and we say slow moving. They would describe it as patience, and they judge other organizations that make too quick of decisions. This is professional football. That's run by a bunch of emotional amateurs that make decisions, split decision because they don't know what they're doing. That is how it's described whenever they hang on to coaches. Yeah. That is what people say about their facility. We are patient. We build. We like to, the foundation to be strong in this entire thing. Now, the fans of those teams say, I'm about sick of this particular foundation. I'd like a new house. But within those buildings, they don't feel that way. It's like, hey, this is our house. We're very proud of it. So who would you want for, let's say you were a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Sure.
And they were to move on from Coach Tomlin. What type of coach would you be looking for? Because they go young defense the last 3 times.
That was going to be my immediate answer because they've had 3 coaches since, I think it was 68 or something like that when Chuck Noll was hired. And obviously, Cowher was a young special teams coach, Tomlin a young defensive coach. That's where you would immediately look because that's just who we are, and we want our coach to be able to be there for 15 to 20 years. I would not want a retread coach. But yeah, like a young, like someone who, Tomlin is great. He's been a great players coach, but maybe
it's hypothetical.
Someone who's maybe a little more stern.
So Harbaugh, now let's say the Baltimore Ravens. if they were to move on from Harbaugh, who do you think Butta and the boys over there would be hoping would become the Baltimore Ravens?
Great question.
Bring Minter back.
Yeah, that was what I was leaning to.
Minter would be a dog, obviously.
Yeah. And then like the college conversation, like, do you really look for a coach or do you just look for the quarterback and then tell the OC of the quarterback, hey,
you're the head coach.
You're the head coach. Bring him. Like,
Song of Politelli, hey, good win by you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I can't believe Virginia Tech got Cal. Song of Politelli is going to be a special. He's going to stay at Cal. Ron Rivera's got him figured out.
Exactly.
I don't want to get into the algorithm for saying anything negative, but college, obviously, much crazier. The NFL, though, I'll be excited to see who the next ones are that kind of come through here. But an entire division, especially like a historic division, having all of their coaches potentially on the hot seat is crazy, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be wild if that did happen. But there's, I guess, with all these opportunities out there, like we're going to see some young up and comers that we don't really know much about get a chance. Like get a chance. Hey, you can be the guy?
What about Halfley?
We'll see who it is.
Halfley's been a head coach before.
He's pretty happy where he's at, though.
Is he though?
I think he's got Micah now. Yeah, like he's doing great.
He's got Micah jumping off sides, pushing his D tackle off sides, and they're not calling it. That would be fun.
Exactly.
That would be a fun thing to have if you had it.
It's perfect.
There was one thing that upset me watching that game.
Okay.
I've never seen the Steelers have to use a silent count at home.
Yeah, Aaron talked about that.
And for the Steeler fans, that's embarrassing.
Oh, no.
What's the destiny?
I mean, when
Do we
you
have
got
the
that many
Debo?
Packer fans, and I still call it Heinz Field, but
It is.
When it's that's unheard of.
Go, Pack, go.
I mean, what?
Go,
That was a bad sign for me.
Well, their quarterback for 20 years. They bought these tickets years and years and years ago. They circled this game on their calendars for a long time.
On that note, I think you could circle back to Pittsburgh is a football town, and Pittsburgh has seen a lot of football over there that is not, in their eyes, Super Bowl football, and status quo has kind of just snuck in as like, yep, this is what we're doing. Now, on that note, Steelers did vastly different things this offseason.
Yes.
Paid a lot of money to DK, brought in some free agents, brought in Aaron Rodgers. Like, I think they tried to mix it up, but I think Steelers fans are at the point of like, we're done with being a winning season.
I've talked to a lot of fans who are leaving that game like, what are we even doing, wasting our time coming down here to watch this product?
Okay, that's where they're at. That's not
You're
good.
scoring points, though. You're scoring points.
Yeah.
Agreed, but then they can't stop anybody on the other. So that's almost even worse. Yins are still, now we shit in our left hand and we eat our right. That's great. That is kind of how they feel. But it's a fickle bunch. It's an emotional bunch. Big time football fans. But I think for the last, 3-4 years, it's been like the same thing. Like, hey, we're done with we're done with the 9 and 8, okay? Because we don't even get a good draft pick.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even get a good draft pick. So we're about.
It's kind of always in purgatory.
That's what. And Steelers fans know that they're in purgatory. I think Steelers fans know. Not that that's definitely the case for this year's team. This year's team has enough talent. They can obviously turn it around. Defense can start flying around. They can go win a Super Bowl. But I don't think Yinzers fans are fucking listening to that right now. I think they're like, it's a late night on Sunday. I got to work on Monday and we're going to lose. Like, I don't think so, but that is how Yinzers probably think.
And what sucks too, like the draft pick for sure, but like Patriots fans are getting it right now. Like you guys are playing no one, you're playing no one. Like the benefit of finishing last is you get an easier schedule. Like you do a couple years of last place, all of a sudden you're not in prime time playing the Pack. You're not, taking on the Chiefs. They're in the AFC North. That's always going to be hard. But like then you're out of division games. You're not in a gauntlet. So like the benefits of having a couple shitty seasons is, hey, on the horizon, you are going to get an easier schedule, and your team will get better. And then it's just a matter of hitting on the quarterback. But when you're looking at the Colts, the Seahawks, a few of these teams, it's like, hey, you don't have to draft a good quarterback anymore. You just need to get a better one.
A lot of people are saying to us, Patriots and Colts, you guys haven't played anybody. And Connor, you were the one who said, yeah, we sucked. We got a shitty schedule. And I was like, yeah, we did. We earned this.
It just goes.
We earned this game. What are you coming after us for? We earned this thing, and it's any given Sunday. It's the NFL.
Yeah, it is. And like the Browns are the third best defense in the NFL, but the Browns aren't good when Drake May does well. And then the other thing too is like, by the way, this just all goes back to nobody knows ball on the internet. Like there's a reason coaches don't go on the internet because no one has a fucking clue what they're talking about anything, but especially football.
Some people.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure. I'm sure you could find them, but like that's the benefit that the Steelers will never get. It's always focused on how the draft pick's in the middle, but like the other thing is that schedule, because the AFC North is going to be hard no matter what. Division games in general are going to be hard no matter what. But if you don't finish in that bottom two, your out of conference games are never going to be easy, and then you're going to be screwed no matter what.
And the Cleveland Browns for a long time have said, hey, we're going to take that.
Yeah.
We're going to take that bottom spot. Okay?
A long time.
We're going to go ahead and take that bottom spot. We're going to get that bad schedule, and we're going to do bad again so we can get it again.
If we don't, we'll get rid of the quarterback who was a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what we want? We want that bad schedule. We don't want prime time.
Yeah, but instead of Baker, they get a $40 million defensive end who just bitches and moans about the offense every game, even though he signed up for it after requesting the trade. That's even better.
No. Even better is you pay $230 million guaranteed for a guy. Yeah, you forgot. Yeah, you forgot that part of the whole thing that they're still living under.
Oh, yeah.
And on that
he might
note,
play this year.
I saw him working out.
Oh, yeah.
I hope.
I saw him working out.
One game, $200 million. I mean, that is what I call a contract, baby. Yeah. Mulligetta, hats off.
Yeah, David Mulligetta's really always doing this one here. You know, Jimmy Sexton's season's currently happening in college ball. Mulligetta season, always cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Who can I break a record with next? You. Don't show up. Don't even think about it.
Come here, Michael.
Come here. Come here, Michael.
Yeah.
You talked to Jerry Wynn. What'd you say? No, you didn't. Connor's got the last BS or no BS would be.
Yeah, let's move on from the AFC North, Bruce. The AFC South and NFC South division races are over.
Oh, I think that's total bullshit.
What?
Whoa.
No. Guy
7-1.
was just on the show.
7-1, 6-2, but the teams behind them, they got to play twice. They still got to play twice. That part of it's a lot of football, and the teams behind them are playing pretty good football. So I think they're going to do it. I think they'll win it, but I think they got a lot of football ahead of them. The Bucs need to get healthy. The Colts need to stay healthy.
Yeah, so the Jags, obviously, in second in the AFC South. Colts got Jags twice. Bruce told me that this morning. I figured we'd already played Liam team. We have not, okay? I wish we would have got them a little bit earlier. I don't know what they're going to be at this stage, but good luck to the Jags. We got to play them twice, so obviously that's a 2 that they could pick up on us and 2 in the right column. And then for the Buccaneers, who they have coming after them?
They got the Panthers twice, so who is in second place. And of the 2, I think both teams will end up winning the
Don't
South.
forget the Texans. They're starting to play a little bit better.
They certainly are.
That defense for sure.
Yeah, Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud, maybe he's back. Maybe they're not ass, okay? People aren't talking about them at all, okay? They just beat the Niners. Yeah, it was with Mac Jones. Did you see the time of possession? What was the time of possession for that Texans game?
I believe it was 24-6 in the first half, if I remember it correctly.
Think about that, B.A. 20, I think it was like a record.
Yeah, since it was the most time of possession in the first half, I want to say since 2009.
The Texans possessed the ball for 24 minutes and 31 seconds in the first half versus 49ers. That's the most time of possession since 2009 when the Jets had 24 or 50 time of possession versus the Bengals in Week 17. Good pull, Tone. That's a very good pull. That's like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's a good pull.
And that's the big worry with the Niners is like, sure, Mac Jones and stuff, but their defense without Bosa and Fred Warner just isn't the 49ers defense we're used to anymore.
Yeah, but on that note, Houston Texans offense might have had a wake-up game.
Yeah.
You know, this might have been an entire situation. And anytime you're dominating that much, your defense is also crushing. Mac Jones and the boys, quick 3 and outs. Can't be happening, but maybe the Texans are back. All right, that was BS or no BS for BA.
Yeah.
AJ, a couple storylines happening around the NFL. Did you see Big Dom showed up for Scatterboo?
I did. I mean, Big Dom is everywhere, but I wish I knew this dude. Like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just, hey, you're in our city. Listen, least I could do. Cheesesteak, pizza. We hope you're okay. Anything else you need, go ahead and reach out. Not too much, you know, because the Eagles, Giants type of thing. But just know that when you're in this city, we appreciate you. Then last night he was with Cooper Jean at the Sixers game.
Yeah.
Big Dom is Philadelphia. And I don't know if it gets talked about enough a couple years back when he gets kicked off the field and they kind of go into the shitter.
Yeah.
Big Dom is Philadelphia. Does every team have one of these guys that is kind of representative of the team, the city, and everything basically that takes place around there?
Yeah, I think everybody's got a really good security person, but Big Dom is, I think, top of the list. And I thought Tex Randall was one of the best there ever has been, too.
Yeah, I love Tex. Tex here at the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I think he would take a cheesesteak and a pizza to somebody. I think he would have been told to do that, though. I don't think he's thinking about that. I think Big Dom is kind of working the angles there. What a weapon for the Eagles to have. Now, on that note, Eagles win the Super Bowl this year?
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
Well, I like that you kind of stayed on the
I had
fence.
to think about it. I had to think about it. Like, I don't know. I mean, they could, but I don't know. They're a weird squad.
Does Big Dom win another Super Bowl this year?
This year?
Yep.
I'll go no.
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 All right, I'm not going to vote.
The other thing with Big Dom here that we got to remember, too, Big Dom saw what happened, okay? Hey, we get a great Giants running back in free agency, and all of a sudden the Eagles are great. He's seen Scatterboo rookie year. He's like, hey, Mara and them are going to screw this up. We are going to get Scatterboo eventually. Don't you boys worry. I'll go get some Zaz and steak and cheese for this guy.
He's pre-portaling.
Yes, boom, pre-portaling.
He's pre-portaling. We talked about this yesterday whenever, Lane Kiffin brought up the fact that his freshman wide receiver has a good Saturday, and then there's 3 teams calling him that night saying, hey, if you just were to get into the portal here in a couple months, I think we got about 1.52 million for you or whatever. And Lane's like talking about how that's every week now. That is just kind of the modern world. So these guys understand that there's maybe teams that are calling me ahead of time as well. He said it's easier to kind of deal with all that shit, but that's crazy that that's taking place in college football. Once again, we don't think it's right. We're just saying this is the reality of the situation, AJ. And Big Dom would, he'd pre-portal a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Is that tampering?
Smart.
Big Dom pre-portal.
Big Dom makes it through all coaching staff. Whatever coach is there, Big Dom has made it through everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not tampering because they're both
not many
Italian.
people like that.
What'd you say?
I say it's not tampering because they're both Italian. I mean, it's just 2 Italian guys sharing a meal, helping each other out.
Is Scatterboo Italian?
It does end in an O, but
His dad's name is what?
Leo.
That seems
Leonardo Scatterboo.
Yeah,
now we're talking.
I think Boom Boom Scatterbooms. Yeah, Leo Scatterbooms. I think he probably.
We'll take him. We will accept it.
What's he own? A pest business? Yeah, I think he's Italian.
Hey, grazie.
Oh, you need something taken care of? Yeah.
No, Cam Scatterboo is not Italian. He's actually Norwegian with a little bit of Portuguese.
The Portuguese is close enough.
Mike Pereira, same situation.
Yeah,
here.
bingo.
Yes.
Mike Pereira, Portuguese man that we just call Italian.
It counts. He said it counts.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
He's honorary.
Hey, shout out Scatterboo. And Dom. How about Dom taking that to a Norwegian guy?
Exactly. Probably thought he was Italian. I'm sure they did the how's
Leo.
your mother, how's your family, how you doing, and then realized afterwards, oh, shit, kid's not Italian.
You know he was Portuguese?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Go get the cheesesteak.
Kid didn't even touch the pepperoni.
That is probably what he said. No E at the end.
Yeah.
No E at the end. I respect that, though. I appreciate that. Wentz is going to IR with a shoulder injury. Obviously played through it. This dude, animal. I mean, this is part of the Carson Wentz experience.
Yeah.
This is a part of it. What are your thoughts on Carson Wentz as the quarterback? Because can I give you mine?
Yeah.
As a non-quarterback whisperer, I think he thinks every play is supposed to be a touchdown, and I think he would die on the field for every single play. I think that was a good thing whenever he was playing MVP-like football with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think him and Doug and Frank had a good system going over there. I think they had it kind of wrangled. He came over here to the Colts. Every play was like literally living or dying with. I have no idea how his family was able to watch him play for his entire life, just their hearts and stuff like that, because he looks like he's either going to get severely injured or have a touchdown basically every single snap, like 67 snaps a game. What are your thoughts on Carson Wentz, the quarterback as a whole? Obviously, he has a Super Bowl ring, but those types of guys that every play is like 100 or 0, how do you kind of manage that?
Yeah, I think you do have to manage it because you want that mentality, hey, I'm scoring every play. But don't make this great throw 20 yards down the field and miss a wide-ass flare. The easy one. He misses too many easy ones.
Does do that.
All right? The consistency and his accuracy is the only thing I would hold back. Toughness, everything you're talking about, he's off the charts. Everything I hear, he's a great leader, all that stuff. But inconsistent accuracies is to me the.
How about whenever, like, Andrew Luck was kind of like this? Andrew Luck felt like he was disrespecting football if he was to give up on a play. Like, everybody was telling him, like, hey, you need to step out. You need to slide. And he said, I'm like 6'5", 240 pounds. I'm fast. This is football. Like, his mentality was like, yeah, right. I'm disrespecting my family. I'm disrespecting the sport if I was to kind of bail out. What is the messaging to people like that? Because I think Carson has a similar thing. It's Hey, Carson is willing to take 4 hits as opposed to maybe bailing out because he thinks he's disrespecting football. Have you run into those types of quarterbacks before, and what is the message?
A bunch of them, especially their first and second year, trying to win over the locker room. I'm a tough guy. Hey, you guys can count on me. I'm tough. I ain't running out of bounds. And now you see all these young quarterbacks hurt. All right, they're running and not sliding. Andrew was maybe the worst. I said, look, if you throw another interception and tackle with your right shoulder, I'm going to kick your ass. You only tackle with your left shoulder.
Because he would dive.
Dude, he would go try to kill him.
Yes, he was trying to deplete people. Kevin Seifert of ESPN reported, Kevin O'Connell insisted that Carson Wentz told him repeatedly that he wanted to play as long as he possibly could after injuring his left shoulder. It had been a while since he had played meaningful games. Per O'Connell, Wentz decided Friday morning it was time to have surgery. All right, I can't lift this thing anymore.
Cut it off.
I guess we should do surgery. Yeah. How about Kevin O'Connell going? The conversations we had, they have him mic'd up. I'm just like, Bud, I don't think you should go. And he's
He did it. He did it for us. He did it for our entertainment.
And that's what Carson Wentz is.
Yeah.
Like, we have so much respect for him, I think, AJ, because of that. But
How do you
inevitably, I don't know if that wins a Super Bowl at quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if it does, but it does. Yeah, I would much rather be that way than the other way. Scared to pull the trigger, checking it down all day, taking sacks. I love his creativity and his gutsiness in the pocket, I guess. And out of the pocket.
AJ, Carson Wentz might want to dabble with a new profession. I think he'd be great at it. WWE.
Oh.
And can you sense it, ladies and gentlemen? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
No.
What?
I can't.
Can you feel it?
Yep.
Can you feel
You
it?
goddamn right I can feel it.
Con man?
I can smell it.
AJ, can you feel it?
I'm starting to feel it, yeah.
It's almost WrestleMania season in Vegas, baby.
They say in Vegas, everyone's got to tell. A blink. A breath. A moment that can't be controlled. But the great ones, they use it to their advantage. They own it. They've got them right where they want them. The rest just haven't figured it out yet. WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
Can you feel it now? You can feel it now. AJ, can you feel that? There was no Michael Cole in there, but they did have a seat open at the end of the poker table there. Maybe Michael Cole slides in there. A lot of things. Did you see Triple H, Paul Heyman behind Brock Lesnar right there?
Yeah.
Ah, what's going on there?
If it's anyone's game and the seat's open, I haven't seen Max Crosby miss a game ever, but he missed the second half.
Oh, Max Crosby, maybe because it's Vegas, you're saying? Maybe the Condors coming out there to take over WrestleMania Vegas. We will say this as people that were at WrestleMania Las Vegas. It worked. It was
smashing success.
The GOAT.
Yeah, it is the perfect city for that type of spectacle. Obviously, I think they're taking it international after this year, which everybody was pumped up about. But the Las Vegas WrestleMania last year delivered in a massive way, and that was sick.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Who?
Is that AI?
No,
that was them.
Why were they?
The coin maybe at the end, the chip, the poker chip falling the way down. I don't know how many times they had to spin that.
Yeah, probably quite a few.
Yeah.
Why were they playing in like a cavern? In like a dungeon.
No, it was the back of a casino.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
It was one of those underground games we've been hearing so much about.
Underground games?
Yeah, but it's not. It's WWE, brother. You know it's not a work.
That was a seedy underbelly, yeah.
Yeah. Now, at that table, Cody, I'd be interested to see his style of poker player.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Cody?
He's a nightmare to play with, brother.
Well, he's an American nightmare. Is he a poker nightmare? I'm not 100% sure. And then he kind of pan around there. Roman Reigns, yeah, right. Look how handsome he is. He's never going to break.
No.
And then CM Punk, he's saying that he's the closest to the table. He wants the action.
Yeah, he's splashing the pot like an asshole.
Yeah, he seems. He might be a pot splash. That guy there, though. Let's go ahead and pause. That one. Yeah, right. You walk into a poker game, that fucking thing is sitting at the table, you go ahead and not play at that game. You have no idea what's going to take place. And that's why Triple H and Paul are standing right behind him saying, is this what you want to do? And then who's the open chair? Who's got the open chair? We find out WrestleMania Vegas.
Wow.
Think it's almost on sale.
Brock's like a modern day Doyle Brunson.
I don't know if he's Texas Dolly, but I do respect everything you're saying. And he would play 7-2.
Triple H and
dude.
The Wise Man?
The Wise Man.
Come on.
What were those two announcers' names who did the...
Mike Sexton,
Norm Chad.
Norm
and,
Chad.
Yeah.
That's
those guys were
Lon
amazing.
McCarran.
They were
Lon
really
McCarran
good.
and Norm Chad.
Did you ever
So sorry, Paul Heyman.
You a card player?
Oh, yeah.
You were a card player? Play poker?
A little bit.
Spades?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Euchre?
Not as much. 500 was a big game up Pennsylvania.
Like rummy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you play rummy?
Yeah.
500 rummy, yeah.
You ever get into Tonk?
Oh, yeah.
Tonk's a good game. You play Boo-Ray?
Very much on the plane with the players.
Oh, no. That's a little expensive. Cards are almost under attack here earlier in the week because, the worst possible things of cards were kind of brought to full display. Rigging of games, marketing to people, getting big fish into a game and then taking advantage of them. And then all the different cheating conspiracies that we've obviously learned this week that are possible in card games are certainly scary to think about in any card game. Cards are the greatest, though. I hope cards last forever. I'm worried that there is a generation that doesn't play cards, and I'm worried that this potential scandal is certainly going to scare people away from cards. Cards are the greatest. I love...
Brings people together, too. It gives you something to do together. You need something to hang out with people that you're with. But I think it might come back. Like, everything comes back. These kids are into, like, nostalgia, like late 90s music right now, the big baggy pants. Like, kids are into older things now, going more like analog, I guess. So I think cards have hope.
And it's tangible, And Connor just said, yeah, they're playing on their phone. They're playing this. It's like another game on their phone. It's like, nah, we need
physical cards.
We need cards.
Yeah, we need that to happen. But nowadays, with all the technology, I don't know if you saw, somebody sent me a video of a guy with an iPhone basically shuffling the cards over his iPhone, and then the iPhone told him what number hand was going to win.
I don't love that.
Like 2. It's like, all right, 1, there's the winner, boom. There's the winner, boom. Turnover, guy flops a flush. It's like, Jesus.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's, maybe technology is going to kill. I don't want to do it. I refuse to have a moment of silence for cards because of this week.
Not yet.
No way. I'm not going to do it. We need cards.
Because that's such a small portion of card playing societies going to games like that. Like, cards are going to be fun.
Yeah, but we understand that people can cheat at any card game. Basically.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Especially your grandmother.
No chance you're pointing my way.
If you're a Hofnom or if you own a pizza place in Plum or...
No. Those
What?
people are those are outstanding
Who's
people.
that?
Those are outstanding people. Those people were...
Super Italian name.
Yeah, there was a lot of Italian. That's, Cash Patel, I don't know how deep he's diving in these poker games. This is my first reaction. Hey, let's not be looking too far deep into these. I don't know what was just an Italian game or
sure
you guys are throwing that mafia word. I don't know which ones are which here. But I do know there was a chance I was potentially all of it. Please, thank you. And please do not kill me as I'm way out of here. I owe a lot to cards. A lot to cards. I hope we don't lose it. What else is coming from this? Because Cash said that Stephen A. Smith was the dumbest person of all time.
He did.
Okay, he came out and said that because Stephen A. said this feels like a targeted attack at the NBA. And then Stephen A. said, well, it feels like probably the WNBA would be next. And then Cash said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Is that because Cash knows?
I would imagine. Like I said, I think this is kind of a slam dunk. I don't know how much more we'll see, but I think there are several more names.
We're all very worried, right? We're all very worried about, like, what else is potential. Like, was this tip of iceberg?
Yeah.
That is kind of what we're thinking, right?
Yeah, it happened.
Scared of, not thinking, scared of that.
Scared of. It happened the day after the NBA started, so for me, all eyes turned to a day after college basketball starts.
Oh, yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, especially if Cash wants to do a perp walk, too, yeah? Go get him at the hotel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Call the cameras. Let's go ahead and make that happen. Tonight, speaking of cameras, we got Frozen Frenzy. All 32 teams,
Wow.
16 matchups, one night. Hockey's happening all over the place. Don't look now. Pittsburgh Penguins might win the Stanley Cup.
Yes,
Nick,
they might.
quickly, what teams should we be watching for this evening? What games are really going to lead the way here?
On ESPN, Maine, you're going to have the Pittsburgh Penguins at the Philadelphia Flyers. Penguins are hot right now, second best team in the NHL. And then you're going to have the Washington Capitals, Alex Ovechkin sitting at 899 career goals, looking for number 900 against Texas Hockey, the Dallas Stars.
And World Series tonight, Shohei Ohtani starting at pitcher.
Yep.
And we'll be back tomorrow. And then Halloween's Friday. AJ, have you figured it out what you're going to be yet?
Not just yet. Still working.
We'll continue digitally with Coach BA, who we freaking love. He's got his all-BA team, actually. We're going to debut here in a matter of moments. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change their life. We're in this thing together. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's enjoy sports, shall we? Goodbye. Really felt good about that. Felt casual.
Oh, yeah. It was
Let's
cool.
enjoy sports, I said. Did you hear that?
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. And I didn't step on any of your, hey!
Yeah.
You had a double count, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're saving that.
You were saving that?
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Let's get to a break on the other side. We got BA's all-BA team. Middle of the season here.
Yes.
Are
we middle of the season already?
Close, yeah.
Crazy.
Close,
Yeah.
like,
Week 9, baby.
yeah.
Man,
Look at that.
nice.
Is this what you want? That's what you're getting.
You can build. That's a cool we could build a trophy that BA team that looks like that. Give these guys trophies or medals.
Now that we know, we know how many people are on this team, so we know what you just tried to sign us up for. I don't know.
End of season, maybe end of season. Maybe one. You get one trophy
End of season
for all of them.
There's a lot of guys.
We'll go on Amazon. I'll try to build it. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. You're going to want to see this. I mean, we're giving out awards. We're giving out game balls.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of shit with BA on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. Take 5.
Greatest power forwards.
Is Dirk a power forward?
Yes.
No, the fuck he's not.
I know rings matter.
Rings don't matter.
Rings matter.
You have to be a mean guy to be a power forward.
I easily could have put Dennis Rodman in that list.
How many does Charles Barkley have? How many rings?
0.
Oh, how many does Dennis have? 5.
You do know KG goes both ways. Not that he doesn't go both ways that way.
What?
I'm putting another current player. I'm putting Giannis on there.
I'm done. Are we done here? Here we go.
You know what? I think there's only one thing left to do here. I've experienced cafecito time. I've experienced the wonderful culture. I've experienced the beautiful people, and I think we got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. We got some Canes over here. This day in Coral Gables is going to be one that I will remember for the rest of my life. Ray Lewis started his dance right here at Miami. Ed Reed started his legendary run here at Miami. The legends of football run deep. The moments are special. The national championships are in abundance. Just last year, a lovely University of Miami woman diver from Italy won a national championship. This thing's been staring at me all damn day.
You're out of your mind, brother. You're crazy.
Kirk, I'm a little winded.
That's what I was going to say. You talked the whole time you were running. I'll give you a chance to catch your breath, you son of a bitch. You're crazy.
I hope somebody got a lifesaver over there.
Is there a lot of
something? My man's out of breath.
It is a long way to the top.
Are you going to jump in your suit? Are you going to jump in
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
I'm tired for you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to take the jacket off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's taking the shirt off now.
Okay. All right.
Looking ripped.
Yeah,
looking ripped.
fit.
Oh, he's taking the drawers off.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The pants.
Not the drawers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you come to this beautiful campus, you will notice quickly that the students here love this university. They love this atmosphere. And I'm with everybody. I think the U is back. Give me.
He's got the speed on. Oh, my God.
Give me the.
Canes, baby.
Here it goes.
Oh, God.
Here it goes. Feet together.
I think that was the lead so for the pencil.
Harry's got the U. Rushing it out.
Oh, my God.
McAfee with the refreshing punch. Miami and Florida tonight. Let's have a look at that again. Check out the form, Herbie.
Oh, man. Let's see the toes.
We need Jess to
Good, pretty good.
Legs together, right? Perfect.
Perfection.
Is my guy here named?
Ben Guyman.
What is your major?
Psychology.
Okay, you're a psychology major. You're a deep thinker, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that going to help or hurt you today, you think?
Maybe hurt a little.
Okay, well, I want to let you know, psychology-wise, you should know that there is a radiant energy of positivity right to your left. Jelly Roll will be here helping out. So Jelly Roll said, Pat, I want to try to win hundreds of thousands of dollars for a charity in Athens. I want to kick a ball for $100,000 to give back to this community that is embracing him as a part of it.
And I think I'm fixing to split the upright.
Okay, how much weight have you lost now?
I've lost 250 pounds for this moment, Georgia. I'm fixing to do it.
All right, Ben. The kick is currently $100,000 for you. If he makes it, it'll go up to $250,000. We will also donate $100,000 to a local charity. Jelly Roll.
And I will match that $100,000, so $200,000 to a local charity, baby.
Let's go, Jelly Roll. Let's go, Jelly Roll. Let's go, Jelly Roll. Okay. Herbie will also toss in $100,000 to charity, which is very kind of him.
Yes, sir. Yes,
$300,000 for charity. Dogs! All right.
I was worried for my tongue.
All right, what can I do different, Pat?
I think you could try to aim to the right if I were you.
Okay, guys.
Or if you knew somebody that was a very good kicker, I think now would be a great time to just go ahead and say, hey, why don't you do that for me?
You know what?
Why don't you raise some money for this city?
Then. I'll make another $100,000. We'll make it $300,000 to local charity.
Okay.
If you'll let me pick up the legendary Hot Rod from Georgia back here, baby. My boy, Hot Rod is in the house today.
Hot Rod, it's great to see you. You look fantastic. Thank you for your service to the Colts. Can't wait to see you back in the NFL. Okay, so he'll put up, how much you put up, Joe?
$200,000 for a charity right here in Georgia, Athens, Georgia.
I'll put up $200,000 as well. Woo! Kirk will put up $200,000. We got a $600,000 donation, and Ben's kick will be worth $400,000. This could be $1 million here.
Whoa!
33 yards. Hot Rod, potentially $1 million on the line. $1 million!
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby!
Still got it. Still got it. Thank you, Hot Rod. This is very expensive.
Ben!
Oh! Back to you, Reese! Back to you, Reese! During commercial break, there was no way we were going to be able to get out of that lawn out there without giving him another shot. $100,000, he knocks it through. Pump for Ben. Thankful for Hot Rod.
Hey,
Why?
let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, you pig! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this BA Day, October 28th, 2025. Hour 3 of the program begins now. Football is... God, you snuck it.
Free play.
I think I got it off. I think I got it off.
Sunday
right
night, you got it off.
Well, yeah, with some of these refs, that's AJ Hawk. The Talks tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Love the sweater. Is that because the Frozen Frenzy tonight?
Yeah, I knew that was happening. That's why I wore my Bruins hat and my USA Hockey sweatshirt. I knew the Frozen Frenzy was coming tonight, and I'm just so jacked up about it.
I remember this morning you were like, man, last night I knew that this was happening, and I was like, you know what? Let's celebrate the hell out of hockey.
Yeah, I told you, I fell asleep at the halftime of the NFL game, didn't watch a lick of the MLB game because I'm so excited for the Frozen Frenzy tonight, baby.
It was a lot of MLB game.
Yeah.
It was a lot of MLB game. AJ, I know you watched that game. Whenever that thing finally ends, 2:45 Eastern time, and Freddie Freeman hits a ding-dong to deep center there, what is your immediate thought? Like, wow, I'm gratified with staying up for this? Is that what you said, AJ?
I'm not going to lie. I did not see the 18th inning, but I did walk out. I checked in on it, and I saw it in the 14th inning, and that was the latest I did see. I did not make it to the 18th, but what a game. Hey, I'm actually very excited to watch Shohei pitch tonight.
Yes, very excited for this evening's MLB. Maybe Shohei pitches 20 innings tonight.
That would be nuts.
That would be crazy.
If there's ever a time to do it, it's tonight. It's
What's
the
his
World
pitch
Series.
count, Ty? What's the pitch count for him?
It's World Series, bro.
They'll let him throw
19 innings.
They'll let him throw 100. maybe more if he's really rolling.
How many innings is that? 6, 7?
It depends if he's striking out a lot of guys. Probably, like 5 and
How many was
2/3,
Yamamoto
6.
his last complete game?
I don't know. Over 100.
Hey,
Okay, good.
Hey, do you know about Shohei's kind of tool belt?
Pitch mix?
What do you mean?
His pitch mix. You know when he has a penny sesh, what he's able to do with the ball. Do you know what he's capable of this evening in the World Series?
I do not actually. I'm hoping one of you can explain it to me.
Yeah, so whenever you're doing a bullpen sesh, a penny sesh, as you will, you're working on stuff, and he's able to take that stuff from the penny sesh right to the big leagues. Okay, he's able to take it to the mound.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to take it to
the bump. Yeah, you can say the bullpen
rubber.
to the bump.
Yeah, the bump. He's able to get it up to the rubber. Yeah, he's able to get up there and do his stuff. 36 inches of vertical differences. Okay, he's got a four-seamer. 18 inches north. Got a curveball, 18 inches south. Oh, yeah. That's 36.
The angle?
From the high slot, able to put a sinker down on you. Okay, not a lot of people are able to do that. Speaking of east-west, we're talking horizontal movement. 30 inches difference.
What?
Yeah, he's able to make it go. So we're talking about north, south, east, west, all over the place. So batters have no idea what's going on. And then when you look at him up there, you're like, holy shit, this is an icon living, this guy. So he's got that presence like he's Randy Johnson up there, okay? So everybody's scared to death. Holy shit, I'm about to be the next show bait on Shohei's Show Reel. And then you got to deal with 36 inches north and south, 30 inches the other way. And what's coming, who knows? Maybe the splitter's about to drop out for the sky. It's a showtime. That's tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well
Baseball is swinging a hot bat.
Oh, yeah. They are. They are.
And they're throwing a great ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, it really was last night.
Thank God the Yankees aren't in this, right? Isn't that kind of the thought that people are saying?
I mean, personally, I kind of like the Blue Jays.
They're hard not to love 5'8" guy.
Yeah. Vladdy's real cool.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah.
How about the 5'8" guy just bopping around? Me watching
Alejandro Kirk.
Me watching him running the bases, I'm like, this guy, no way this is supposed to happen.
Type his name into the GIF generator on X. There's some good GIFs of him rounding third base, hustling out a double, trying to score from second. There's some good GIFs.
Yabba dabba doos type stuff?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh,
By the
my
way,
God, I love everything about
He
it.
now has the most home runs in a postseason with 5, tied with Big Dumper from also this postseason.
Wow, it seems like
As a
baseball,
catcher. Did I say as a
baseball's
catcher?
doing well.
No, you didn't, but baseball is doing well. Like you said, the stars are performing, which is the big deal, You got something for Wobble Body?
What happened?
Yeah, okay, there it is.
on.
Yeah,
Rolling. He's rolling.
I wanted to post that last night after he hit his homer, but I said, you know what? I think they're making fun of this guy with this thing, so I'm not going to post
I
that.
think so
No
too,
chance.
and I don't like it.
Me neither.
Look at that stride.
Bruce put it on this screen right here and just put it on repeat. It was running 13 times down here.
I get it.
Forced me to look at it. My eyes forced it.
What's wrong? This is clinic tape. What's wrong with it?
Dropped into my ear. He's on your screen right now. He's on. Look down there and guess what's happening? This. Okay, yeah, I don't know if this.
Motoring.
Arm swing, leg drive.
Look at the foot on the corner of the bag. Perfect.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
that's
like a
how they
foot on
teach
the
you.
gas almost. This guy coming around the bed. Yeah, they're not making fun of him. Thanks.
I think they're making
It's
fun
a
of him.
stand-up
I
inside
don't-
the park home run.
Nah,
Yes,
I was
it
going to
is.
say, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing on that play, a relay gunned him down by about 100 feet at home plate.
That's the Yankees. It's coming from Jazz World. isn't
Okay, so never mind. They definitely didn't throw him out at home if it was against the Yankees. Never mind.
it? Who's your left fielder?
Left fielder on that given day, I have no idea when that's from. Could have been Cody Bellinger. Could have been Jason Dominguez.
You don't think he gets them?
No, without a doubt. Yankees don't do that kind of stuff.
Green light all day for him.
Well, especially against Kirk, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
He's double shifting,
Yeah.
double clutching coming off of that thing.
Doesn't need a light.
He wasn't granny shifting, I can tell you that.
Good thing you can't run over the catcher anymore.
Oh, could you imagine him?
Center
Going
gravity.
in with dying.
Low man wins.
I mean, he's coming in, exploding.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Debo talking to his kid? Did you see this?
Yes, James Harrison, yes.
James Harrison talking to his boy, who
been on-
I've seen on the internet, not recently, I guess, within the last couple of years. He's huge. He is a Absolute monster, his kid. And Debo is talking to him, and you see Debo actually saying, huh, right here. This is what he's literally telling him they need to put his forehead through the guy's chin is what's happening. And there's like a cell phone camera on it. And the commentary was like, imagine getting advice from Debo as a high schooler or something. And then somebody commented like, that's his son. So like, imagine Debo being his dad as well. But then I was reading his lips. I'm like, it feels like he's telling him to explode through Adam's apple, which that's football, baby.
Yeah, he's a strapping young lad. So
yeah, he's stud. Remember they used to do push-up contests.
Oh yeah,
that house.
Debo's been on fire lately too.
What do you mean?
He's saying a lot of good stuff.
He also came out. Didn't he come out?
Yes, he did, and then he was very disgusted after.
Why didn't he play?
I kidding. Good question.
And that's what everybody in Pittsburgh's saying.
Yeah,
we got Debo coming out of the tunnel, kind of getting everybody excited. Let's have him just
get the pads on.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, he knows what it's about.
What's it about?
It's about the name on your back.
You guys have a name on? I didn't see that jersey.
And the name on your front.
Say Steelers in the back.
No.
And
but he said it's about both.
Did he say these uniforms are shitty? Did you see those uniforms? Now you're wearing Virginia Tech uniforms, 8 colors, which
beautiful thing.
It's Halloween, so maybe.
Oh, it is.
Only team that has them.
And some would say maybe a reason. Yeah. That's because nobody can keep up with Virginia Tech.
If God wasn't a hokey, why the leaves turning orange and maroon right now?
Yeah, you're right.
That's great.
During football season.
Good point.
Hey, that's a good call. Hey, I'll tell you what, that's a good sell. That's a good sell. I don't know what the next coach is or who the next coach is. Needs to use that in recruiting, obviously. AJ, we talked about that. I don't think I heard what you had to say. The coaching, who's hiring? Who are all these coaches?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, there's going to be a lot of people I would assume hired that we don't really know who they are. And they're going to have to prove that you're a great play caller somewhere. I would assume more offensive guys get hired. But, yeah, I don't know, though. Like, who can we go after? I guess who of these guys is going to get recycled to another big job, I guess, is another question.
Coach Hartline, right? Probably going to be a hot name in this if we had to guess with what he's done in Ohio State. Yeah.
Arbuckle.
Arbuckle, certainly with what he was able to accomplish with
Who's the North Texas coach? The North Texas coach is scoring a ton of points, putting up numbers, I heard.
Colin Klein. 600 yards the other day.
Yeah. What was it? What's his name?
Colin Klein is the OC for A&M, who I was saying before AJ said North Texas head coach, who I don't
Eric Morris is North Texas head coach. I thought we were going to go do game day there.
North Texas?
I think they got Navy, maybe.
Because Navy's undefeated. North Texas has 1 loss for the AAC.
Yeah, I was looking I don't make that decision. I'm not a part of that is not
tough decision this week.
That is not something I'm a part of. I just go where I'm told. Literally, the thought of heading to North Texas. Are they playing Navy this weekend? Can we look that up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Navy, North Texas. I got pretty fired up about that. I'm like, where the fuck is North Texas? I have no idea. Denton,
Texas. I did multiple games there when Graham Harrell was the offensive coordinator. I worked multiple games there. It's a great spot.
I could not wait to get just because every town I've been to in Texas is like awesome and hilarious in its own way because it's Texas, So it was like going to Denton, Texas would have been awesome. I mean, the shit I would have had I was so excited. Then Navy getting an opportunity to go in there. It was like, all right, North Texas is a real thing. But to your point, Tone, or to whoever just said it, AJ, I think it's like you do good, you're going to get.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think goes maybe down? Do you think Chip Kelly goes back? Do you think Matt Patricia might, get a head coaching offer? Like, do you think there's any of those that might go from pros back down to college?
Have you ever met a guy that has been a head coach, then goes to being a coordinator, life very good as coordinator, gets offered a head coaching role and said no to that again, once getting a chance to do it again? Feels like everybody gives into the temptation of being a head coach again.
Yeah, I mean, especially now with the money it is. I mean, it's crazy. And but the coordinators are making $3 million, $2 million. It's crazy.
So Dana Holgerson's at Nebraska right now with Matt Rule. He has said that he's very much enjoying being a coordinator as opposed to being a head coach. He was head coach at West Virginia, then he was at Houston. Now he's the offense coordinator with Raiola at Nebraska. Now they obviously lose again, and I don't think they have playoff hopes this particular year. I think that's going to be tough, but they're still going to grow. His name might come up in conversation, but he has openly said, I'm really enjoying being a coordinator. Feels like that happens with coaches. Dan Quinn was doing it with Dallas.
Yeah.
We're talking about him going to Dallas. It's like maybe Dan Quinn just says, I'm enjoying being a coordinator. Is it always just inevitably the amount of money that the head coach makes versus everybody else? And then to your point about coordinators nowadays, is that changing how people could potentially do it?
I think it is, but I think the pride factor is still there too. Dan Quinn did a hell of a job in Atlanta. Got let go, did a good job in Dallas. I'm going to prove you guys wrong.
Got it.
Yeah,
prove you guys wrong. I got this.
A guy like Josh McDaniels, though, that went, coordinator, head coach didn't work, coordinator, head coach didn't work. Now it seems like he might be on his, all right, I'm a coordinator, whereas like a Cliff Kingsbury, he went, OC, head coach, worked, but, it worked out how it worked out in Arizona. Maybe there's other things we're seeing with Jacoby Brissett now. And then, now he's an awesome OC. Does he go back just because he's only done it once?
Yeah, because he probably learned from his first round, too. Yeah, I assume as well. But allegedly last offseason he didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly he was like, nah.
Timing, that's a good spot where he's in. Like, if you're happy where you are, why not wait for the great opportunity that you want?
Ben Johnson, right?
Yeah.
What was it 3 hiring cycles?
Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
he was like, nah.
He had faith. He had confidence in himself. He bet on himself, because we see how quickly these guys fall out of the interview cycle. If you're a hot commodity, all of a sudden 6 months later you might not be.
Now, on that note about being a hot commodity, not being cold, Detroit Lions lost both of their coordinators from last year to become head coaches. And we actually have a BA game ball. BA, why don't we start with the AFC, your first game ball coming out of week 8 of the NFL season.
My first one is Aaron Glenn. Congratulations to your first win. We've been close a couple of times, and it was a 23-7 in the fourth quarter. They outscored the Bengals and ruined my prediction that the Bengals would be in first place this week.
Yeah, you were obviously hot on the Bengals, and obviously we all appreciate Joe Flacco. That game was outrageous to watch. And then the Jets come back. Obviously, Breece Hall throws that thing to Mason Taylor. I believe he mosses in the back. They get a win, especially apropos with Nick Mangold and the entire storyline there about the Jets and how all the Jets Nation and football society was feeling on that particular day. Aaron Glenn gets his first win. Always remember it? Is that one of those things like you always talk about? You always remember your first, but for real, he will actually, right?
He'll always remember that one, and I'm sure the guys gave him the game ball in the locker room, and you paint that one and you put it in a very special place.
Yeah, because it's been not easy. Okay, it has been not easy to get to this point, but to go back to Detroit, Foxy, what were you guys the first year that Dane Campbell was your head coach?
We started out 0-10, and year one ended 3-13-1, and then in year 2 they started out 1-6, and everyone wanted Dan Campbell out of there. It was a disaster to start that thing. And then after that 1-6 start, he got us to 9-8, almost made the playoffs, and then it's been history ever since.
And they beat the Green Bay Packers the last game of the year to knock the Green Bay Packers out of the playoffs in that particular year. And then since then, it's been number 1 seed Detroit Lions. And
exactly.
All that.
That was Aaron's last game as a Packer.
Yeah, but that first year, you guys were 0-10. He cried right after the first win.
Yeah,
He cried after the first win. And I remember a lot of us going, can't be crying. You just won one game. And then what he was saying through his tears were like, these guys, man, are working hard. Everything's good, and then we just can't win, and then we finally get rewarded, basically, is how he feels. I wonder if Aaron Glenn feels that way as well. I wonder if that's kind of what
I think so, because they were real close a couple of weeks. And then you finally get over the hump. Great halfback pass call. Breece Hall pulls it down, throws it back. Touchdown, they win the game. So, great way to win.
Yeah, good for Aaron Glenn getting a dub.
Yeah.
Hey, he gets a BA game ball.
That's right.
And for the NFC, the BA game ball of the week goes to
Anthony Nelson.
Congratulations, Tony.
4 tackles, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pick 6. 4th player in NFL history to ever have that stat line.
Wow. AJ, I watched your face as this name was unveiled. Same reaction as all of us. Don't think we all fully understood exactly who Tony Nelson was. But then BA starts reading off the stats, and he goes, if I was reading these stats and not say anybody's name, what would you say? You'd say game ball, right? Yeah, this guy went absolutely ham against this New Orleans Saints team. And his stat line, to BA's point, has only happened a few times in the history.
Yeah, I knew start to finish because that forced fumble came on the first drive for the Saints. Bruce, is this the greatest backup come into game performance ever as well? Or?
Hashtag
stat that.
Anytime you put in the history of next to your name, it's special. And this is only the 4th player in history of the NFL to ever do this.
Yeah.
And hats off to Nelly, man. He's been a good player. But Hassan Reddick goes down. It's time for somebody to step up big in a big division game. Nelly did it.
Yeah, shout out to Nelly, dude.
He was prepared.
Yeah, he was. He was ready. We knew he was.
Where'd he go to school?
Certainly did. He's from Waukee, Iowa, and he is one of Kirk's dogs. He had a lot of success with the Hawks. So, yeah, you're kind of just biding your time. You know. And when I see that happen, it's just like, oh, shit, here he goes again.
I heard Luka's getting some valuable minutes. Speaking of Hawkeyes, just biding their time.
He is, and it's about damn time. Unfortunately, it's going to happen with Garza sometime. His first game of the season, he gets a headbutt about 4 seconds in, knocks one of his teeth out. And he also got a concussion. He's bloodied up pretty good, because that's what Garza does. He's a junkyard dog. He plays like a fucking menace.
Mm-hmm.
He had to miss a couple games.
Celtics,
Boston Celtics.
I did not know this happened. I just saw that he was playing for the Boston Celtics, and I was so happy for Ty, especially sitting next to Connor here in this entire relationship and how the talks table could celebrate Luka Garza. Ty's been calling for Luka Garza to get some minutes on a good team for 5-6 years now, maybe 7-10 years.
Yeah, well, Just to go over that real quick, there's a reason he's getting minutes for the Boston Celtics because they're 1-3. But yeah, stuff like this is why Boston will still be Boston even when they are absolute shite.
Do you guys stink?
Look, it's a tough year right now. We're back to the drawing board. Got to win last night because Zion's already missing games, but that doesn't matter. We are 1-3.
Is that the Pelicans doing that, or is that Zion?
It was DNP, groin, back, insert whatever bullshit you want. But he didn't play. But no matter what, Derek White's still sticking his nose in there. We got other guys that are going out playing their fucking ass off.
Guys.
One guy, Tony Millett, I think it was his first game he's ever started.
Dahn.
I don't know if that's his name, but it was the first game he's ever started. He got a steal, dunks a basketball, hangs on the rim, hanging out, falls on his back pretty bad, but he pops up, gets back on defense. They asked Joe Mazzulla about it after the game. Joe Mazzulla said, well, he better get back and get on defense because if he gets hurt there, he's never playing for me again. It was awesome. Missoula's still got the boys, rowing the boat, ski-u-ma, if you will, whatever the fuck it is. But there is a chance. There's a chance here if we can just hang on for dear life. The East is wide open. It's really just the New York Knicks.
I don't think so, brother. Sky-u-ma, have you heard about Mac McClung signing with the Indiana Pacers? We got Furphy, TJ McConnell, Mac McClung.
Raw power.
Yeah, we got a milk check coming to every town. Come watch fundamental basketball.
Put them in together.
They don't have a choice.
Absolutely. The Indiana Pacers are signing guard Mac McClung to a multi-year contract. Greg Lawrence of Wasserman tells ESPN. And with Mac McClung and Obi Toppin on the same floor, there's a chance that they actually jump up and high five above the rim and then dunk the ball.
Both dunk it.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be good. What are the Pacers? Pacers are good?
No, they're shite as well. The team,
I don't believe that. Carlisle is the coach. You can't be shite.
Yeah, they're real bad.
We just signed Mac McClung.
Exactly. He hasn't played in the league in a long time.
Pacers are 0-3.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a long road. It doesn't matter though.
Pacers are 0-3. We had to have got one somewhere. Are you sure?
Not yet. Maybe tonight. The Spurs are the story of the NBA for the time being.
Wemby's outraged.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Stephen Castle, Stephon Castle, I never know.
Yeah.
He's a superstar. He's rookie of the year now. He's a dog. And their second overall pick, Dylan Harper, had 20 points last night, and he plays with a T-shirt under his jersey, and he looks really cool. So look out for the Spurs. We got a new Spurs dynasty, homegrown players growing.
Yeah, because Wemby's a real deal.
Yeah, and all three of them drafted. Like they're going to be a team. Actually, they got De'Aaron Fox, we mentioned, all-pro player, really good. They need to ship him out of town to get bench players because they don't need anybody else. Wemby, if he stays healthy, he'll be Ohtani.
Wemby was shooting logo threes, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Pulling up.
Unbelievable.
He had a 360 layup last night. He decided not to dunk it, and he laid it in.
It's hard for me around the rim because I always look at his feet, and it's like he's like D-Bone and U-Ball. He doesn't have to jump that high. His arms are there. So for me, it's hard to be as impressed with everything. Now, granted, he's that tall, able to do all those things. That is the impressive feat in and of itself. When he's swatting everything and then he's grabbing it and taking it down the court, the length of the court, shaking people. Okay, he's 7 foot. What is
7'7" is what he's listed 7'4", 7'5", but Boban said he's looking up at him and he's 7'5".
So think about how high that dribbling is like here.
He's still growing.
Yeah.
Dribbling is like this high?
Yeah, he's 21.
Should be easy to steal. because the amount of
in theory, yes.
Instead, he's like actually wiggling and like shaking back. It's like that's the shit that you
I also
watch.
need you to know that they have another 7-footer. His name's Luke Cornett, and they're calling him French Vanilla together. So you just need to know that nickname.
Yeah, like this shit. That's 7-7. That's not supposed to happen, you know. And then there's times where he'll do a step back logo 3 after doing this shit, and it's like, so he's Steph Curry too. I didn't know you're allowed to do that. I didn't know you were allowed to be Steph Curry as well through this entire thing.
And NBA Central reported, this is not Central, it's Central, because I double-checked because I thought it was bullshit. Allegedly, this offseason, he was real pissed. Chet Holmgren won an NBA championship, and he used that as motivation essentially all offseason. That is a
That's
real
why
story.
he wanted a monks. I need to get this anger out.
Yeah.
Can you hit me with the thing? Speaking of basketball, Rushmore on X, this week's episode is called Power Forwards. Obviously, Shaq, Reggie, Ben, and Ari debate the best 4 power forwards in the history of hoops. What an interesting conversation. We talked about the running back becoming the new tight end. The power forward is basically the tight end of the NBA. In listening to Shaq and Reggie discuss who is allowed to be judged as a power forward versus somebody who's just a forward, I mean, it was great debate. Reggie Miller thinks about leaving the middle of the conversation. So there's some controversy in the middle of this week's episode. Good episode, Foxy. The boys cut together a great one, and Ari and Ben certainly hosted a great conversation.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of good discourse about what a power forward is, like the definition and all of that. Like Shaq mentions, spoiler alert, he says Dirk Nowitzki, not a power forward. I disagree with him, but it's Shaq. He's one of the greatest of all time. And then I will say, the very end of the episode, there's definitely a twist that I didn't expect at all that goes on their greatest Mount Rushmores.
Yeah, the show is very, very good. Ari and Ben have put together quite a lineup, and Shaq and Reggie, I think they're a little loose in this. It's the same sit-down as they had for Dunkers. Great conversation. In basketball, don't look now, with Wemby being the future and the young stars, and if Zion can stay healthy, maybe basketball is only growing into its best place it could possibly be with all the different deals it has. Or, on the flip side, we learn more about what we learned earlier in the week, and everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
That's
Scared of that? Don't love that. Certainly possible. But I hold on hope that the NBA is still a great association, and they're in a great spot right now with their young stars. And that episode of Power Forwards is great. Nice trip down memory lane.
And that's why the Spurs are so awesome, because all their stars are 21 or under, and it's going to be real hard for any of that bullshit with them.
Well, on that note, the Pacers are going to be okay.
They're going to turn this thing around.
Next year. They're going to turn this thing around next year.
What if they get the first overall pick, because Tyrese is out, and then you just get, be really good?
Well, we know that's not how that's going to go, because how is that lottery? We're not getting into it. Not getting into it. Not this week. Not this week.
That's a good point.
Wow, you're right. You don't want to add that. Don't add fuel to the fire.
Dump that. There's no reason for us to get to that. There's no reason for us to get to that. Let's talk.
Definitely random.
Let's do something celebratory. Let's do something exciting.
Hell yeah.
Let's do awards.
Yeah.
Let's do award season here at the end of October. Let's celebrate the hell out of the great that has been played this NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the All-BA team.
Yeah.
Now, Coach BA was given the opportunity to pick one AFC person and one NFC person at a multitude of positions, and defense was just selected as a whole. There was also 2 coaches selected. Coach, why don't you go ahead and give your AFC and NFC coaches of the All-BA team first?
Yeah, with AFC, Shane Steichen, the job he's doing at Indianapolis is just amazing with Daniel Jones, turning him around, and they've got that magic in the building with Jim Irsay, with his spirit, and they're doing a great job with it. In the NFC, I've got Todd Bowles, 6-2, with a plethora of injuries. Nobody needs a bye week more than they do right now. So that is my 2 coaches at the halfway point.
Congratulations, man. You will win nothing other than this round of applause right here. Okay, let's go with the kickers. AFC and NFC All-BA team kickers thus far.
These guys are unbelievable. They're so automatic. Brandon Aubrey, Dallas Cowboys. He's going to get a 70 to 75-yarder one of these games.
Agreed.
Unbelievable. And Chris Boswell, who is automatic on the worst field in the NFL. I mean, it's hard to kick in Cleveland. It's hard to kick in Pittsburgh. The grass, the wind. Aubrey's in a dome, basically dome But what Chris Boswell does with Pittsburgh is just absolutely automatic.
Just a pure swinger down there, Chris Boswell, and he'll go for it. I mean, he's swinging hard every single time. McManus misses from 57 short. He hits a 58 in the same game, has to feel good. This is a 61-yarder first week to win against the New York Jets to start this entire Aaron Rodgers era. They needed a 61-yarder. Here's him from 56, sorry, not 58, the other night on terrible grass. It's just like he is always making – there was a contract conversation going into the season. That's kind of simmered down. He's the guy who shows up for you guys every single year.
Yeah, you can pay him literally anything you want after the season is over. He is 14 of 16 on the season. His 2 misses is one, the slip at the end of last game because of the field, and then a block. So he would be perfect on the season if it wasn't for those.
And Brandon Aubrey, obviously just redefining what you're supposed to be as a kicker, especially to start your career. Murders the ball, but always has a smooth swing. Never seems to be out of control, and everything seems to be in range.
Effortless. It's just effortless, and it's like, I can't wait to see him 1 second left try that 70-some yarder.
Yeah.
And,
especially with these balls.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be a good kicker right now. If you have a strong leg, this is a good time to be a kicker because of the balls. I was actually catching up with your boy Jake, who used to be a kicker in the NFL. He said he was around whenever they were doing the brand new balls, fresh out of the box into the game. And he mentioned about how it's like 10 to 15. That's like 15, 20, I think, like actual 15, 20 yards difference, let alone height and everything else. So the fact that they're able to use beat-up balls that they're bringing into the games, I think we're going to see some special stuff continue. Now let's go to defenses on the All-BA team. AFC is?
Houston Texans, man, they are lighting it up on defense, boy. And now the offense is waking up. Watch out for the Texans in the second half of the season.
Congrats to Houston Texans defense and the NFC side.
Seattle Seahawks. Don't play them Seattle. That's for sure. This front four is killing people.
How do you feel about the way McDonald has kind of turned this entire team around? They painted over the walls. Did you hear about this?
Oh, yeah.
Painted over the walls a Legion of Boom. We're in a whole new era. Kick Pete Carroll out. Get Geno out of here. DK gone. Lockett gone. Everybody gone basically from the past. We're going to have to re-envision this except for Schneider, who's been there for both of them. I think I immediately was like kind of turned off by it. Like, hey, why are you painting over tradition? You're a franchise. You're a team. You're not like a college. Like, hey, this is a thing. I think he wanted to re-envision it. I think he wanted to do it his way, and they certainly are. And the defense is outrageous up there in Seattle.
Doing a really good job. He's doing a fantastic job. And Sam Darnold's playing lights out.
Sam's so good.
He is.
Yeah. He was there with the Vikings.
Yep.
Danny Dimes playing so good. We'll see if they make the All-BA team. Okay, let's go to the tight ends. Obviously, it was National Tight End Day on Sunday. Who are the tight ends that have made the All-BA team?
NFC, Tucker Kraft. Big game Sunday night. Been lighting it up all year. AFC, this guy's a freak. Tyler Warren, unbelievable.
Congratulations, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tucker Kraft, special talent.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's everything. This guy could be a running back if he wanted to be. It's amazing.
I think so. I think he could probably be wide receiver, too, if he wanted to, which is perfect tight end, I guess. He runs so mad.
He does. And he takes their, tush push snaps as well. They haven't done it yet this year, but he was always doing that. I mean, outside of Micah Parsons, he is their second best player.
AJ, whenever you see Tucker Kraft play, what's the first thoughts as you watch? It feels like a throwback, explosive freak show when I watch it.
Yeah, it does. Some of the stuff when he's rumbling and stumbling, it's like when Gronk used to get the crowd going. When Gronk would break 9 or 10 tackles, like you would see what it does to a team, like this play especially, what it does to your sideline. Like, and when you're a defense watching like the film leading up to this game, you know your D corner's like, hey, it's gonna take all of us to bring this guy down, fellas. Make sure we're wrapping up, and we need 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes hitting him every single play.
Yeah, just as a Patriots fan watching, it's the first time I've watched a tight end and been like, okay, that is actually close to Gronk. Just because, Gronk and Kelsey, much different players when it comes to receiving and blocking. Kelsey, great blocker now, but Kraft is the one that's like, okay, this is actually Gronk 2.0 in the NFL now.
And the kip up just is, I don't think that can really go understated for how big he is.
And full pads too.
Yeah, this and how quickly he does it. I mean, that's outrageous. I don't think everybody fully understands like the amount of athleticism and explosivity you need to have in your entire body to be able to pull that off. If everybody could do that, they would. Look how cool that looks. That is just a different athlete. And then on the AFC side, boom, you got another guy that could do that, which I think is good for tight ends. Tyler Warren, this dude, absolute monster. We saw him coming out of Penn State. He was obviously the second tight end that went in the draft. Everybody talked about that because Michigan's Loveland went. He has found a perfect home here in Indianapolis with Shane Steichen and Danny Dimes.
Definitely, man. This guy's he's like you said, he could be a wide receiver. You can put him back there and hand him the ball. He can center, run the tush push. I don't think he needs a push. I think he can push the ball himself. And Outstanding, especially for a rookie.
Always open, it feels like. Go ahead,
And I don't know if it's the hair, but he reminds me a lot of Jeremy Shockey.
Oh, I don't mind that at all. If he's got the dog,
Yes.
Jeremy Shockey, which it seems like he does. The boys in the building say he's just ball. All he cares about is ball. And we've loved him coming here to Indianapolis. He's always open, AJ. Always open and always bigger than everybody else around him.
Always breaking 3 or 4 tackles. Like the first guy very, very rarely brings him down.
Touchdowns all the time, too, except for this past week. Ain't that right, Bob? Made my touchdown parlay look like a fucking knob.
We circled back last night, hit a nice home run parlay for 1,200.
Wow, 18 innings. That's a good one for parlay.
Freddie Freeman was the winner at the end there.
So a lot of people saw the Gumpy tweet that said, Freddie Freeman walk off here to win this thing's going to be so cool. He said that in like 7th inning or whatever. And then people were circling back to that, obviously, in the 18th inning. It was just Gumpy was a little ahead of time. Gumpy was actually pushing for his home run parlay right there. All right, let me tell you what the world needs. We need Freddie Freeman to fucking hit one here. Need a big one because we can smash. Gumpy, first time I've seen you since Sunday not wearing Dolphins gear. Just want to let you know that. I thought you were going to really run this one all the way up until Thursday with not many maybe left in this entirety.
Well, Thursday I'm going full gear because we got Thursday night football. So it's probably going to be that sick coat, tarp, hat, maybe throw the pads on. I don't know.
Yeah,
Football
maybe
pants.
Yeah, why not? Halloween.
Get him some Dolphins pants, yeah.
Okay, I mean, we'll certainly get that here. Gumpy, I can't wait to see you wear those.
Yeah.
Those pants.
So sweet.
Definitely
Wear
look
the
good
Sambas.
in that,
Wear your
Marvin
Sambas, too.
Harrison tarp, so it should be good.
The Sambas, absolutely. Gumpy said, you get Victory Week and they even cut it short. It's only 4 days. I don't even get to enjoy a full week. It only lasts until Thursday. Great. Everybody gets going to the weekend happy if they won the week before. I got a Thursday night matchup against Lamar Jackson. Is that what's going on?
Welcome back. That's great.
Yeah. Hey, congrats. You guys won.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate now. Let's celebrate now. We don't know if we'll have this on Friday and Halloween. Okay, so the tight ends are off the board. Let's head to the wide receivers, Coach BA. Who is the All-BA team mid-season?
The happiest guy to see Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase.
Unbelievable.
He's got like 40 targets in 3 weeks and unbelievable numbers, just lighting it up. I think he had 10 catches again this week.
Yep.
And guy's amazing. He's another guy, once he gets the ball in his hand, he is electric.
Okay, so when you go All-BA team, obviously you're not just going off of record and how the team is doing. Why Jamar Chase? Because if you had a team right now and you were to field it, and you had to pick 2 wide receivers from this season, you would pick Jamar Chase.
Oh, definitely.
Is one of the 2 that you would pick.
Definitely.
That is why he's on the All-BA team.
Definitely. And he's doing it, man. He's one of the stars that's showing up every single week now.
Not his fault.
And they know that he's going to get the ball. And he's still absolutely killing everybody. He's gotten into that Justin Jefferson range that we kind of were talking about last year.
Yeah, he's offensive Myles Garrett.
Bingo. Okay.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah.
But also took the check.
Yeah.
And knew what was going to happen.
Injuries.
And has shown up for them. Yeah, always with injuries, too. Good for Jamar. Okay, and in the NFC side.
Well, for a young guy to only have initials now, JSN.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already out there. He is lighting it up. Him and Sam Darnold have a great connection going.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the NFC All-BA team player. I think you should be allowed to do that, but obviously you get people like D-Bone that'll hang it, have it go cockeyed, and they got to stop the entire thing, do the Hoosiers movie, line it back up. I think the NFL is trying to get away from that. But if you can showcase that you can just kind of base jump, dunk that thing and look real cool while hanging on a ref, you go ahead and do that. Yeah. And that's a part of Jackson Smith and Jigba's game that we certainly like. And Jimmy Graham getting a little bit of love on a primetime game is certainly sweet as well. Coming out of Ohio State, everybody knew he was going to be a guy, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely expected it, and everyone at Ohio State always had great things to say, but to go out here and play like he has, I mean, I don't know if you could ever predict this.
Congrats on making the All-BA team.
Hell yeah, boys.
Baby. Let's go with the offensive line boys now. Which offensive lines made the All-BA team, BA?
No, NFC Detroit Lions. I mean, they're playing lights out.
Hell yeah.
Giving Jared Goff great protection. That running game is amazing.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And I like that they play 5 or 6 of them in there sometimes.
Feels like Dan Campbell's always going to have a good offensive line. Remember, their first draft pick was Penny whenever they were building this entire thing up, kind of set the standard.
And he was a left tackle. They still have Taylor Lewan, and he's playing right tackle. And shit, he's out there leading sweeps. They're going to throw him the ball one of these times.
Penny?
Yeah. They got to throw the ball to him.
Who'd Pittsburgh Steelers throw to the other night? 74. It was like with the first pass.
Oh, Spencer Anderson.
Yeah.
Just,
big son.
It was
of a
awesome.
bitch.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Kind of he looked very natural.
He did. Yeah.
And also, I love Aaron throwing that thing. It just pegged him right in. And it was just like broadside of barn.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and peg this guy with this ball. I loved everything about it. I like whenever people get,
Me too.
kind of creative. Detroit Lions always have. They all have also always had a very tough football team. And congrats to their offensive line getting the All-BA team. And then the Indianapolis Colts, which we all.
Oh, yeah, of course. Indianapolis Colts. I mean, with JT doing he's 180 yards and 12 carries or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes lighting it up.
Crazy.
But those guys up front are playing. They got to stay healthy. They stay healthy, they're going to be hard to beat. Boy.
I think BA was potentially watching in trenches to do a scouting for the All-BA team. Because these two teams obviously been up there for the entirety of the season. Foxy, congrats to your team's offensive line winning an All-BA nod.
Yeah, this is awesome, Coach. Thank you. And if you remember, before the season started, we were pretty worried about this O-line because Ragnar retired, Zeitler left, and we had a lot of young guys in there, so it's pretty awesome. Congrats to you as well.
Thank you. Jesus. Wow, what type of place is this?
Well, you know what's been in my brain is like, AQ really hasn't given you guys a lot of respect, even though you guys are kind of on the list. You're never top
It's
one or
All-BA
two like
day.
we are. So.
It's All-BA day. Okay, let's go to the running backs who are on the All-BA team. BA.
I mean, probably the two most explosive guys in the league right now, Jahmyr Gibbs for Detroit Lions and Jonathan Taylor.
Seems like the O-line and the running backs are going to go
That's right. Congrats, Pat, on your running back making the All-BA.
Congrats to you too, Foxy, you grandstander. Hey, AJ, did you think the O-line and the running backs were going to go hand in hand there? It seems to make sense.
I thought, though, yeah, that makes sense. They go hand in hand. Why?
Now, because this is Sonic and Knuckles not getting a nod here, obviously, on the All-BA team. We don't want to cause any friction in the Detroit Lions locker room. But on that note, he is special. This guy's very dynamic, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Especially in the passing game. He is a total mismatch. And even a wide flare turns into something. Every time he touches the ball, something spectacular can happen.
Number 0 looks cool, too.
It really does.
Yeah, I thought he should have worn 1.
You want to make this tackle in space? Good luck. Golly.
AJ, what do you got to do? You just got to shoot your shot there, right?
I mean, so number 8, technically in theory, number 8's inside leverage. You got outside help. Like, you want to go through that inside leg and take a shot. Good luck. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't blame anybody for that happening. Like, most humans can't run completely full speed towards the sideline, stop, jump cut back inside, and still break 8 more tackles.
So they got Jahmyr Gibbs. They got J-Mo up there. I mean, they got
Amon-Ra.
St.
Brown.
Dynamic.
Amon-Ra's, 30 yards downfield blocking on that first highlight. That's culture.
I'll tell you what, man, it's pretty good. And then let's go to the AFC side running back All-BA team. This guy might win the MVP.
Seriously.
This guy might win the MVP. They're talking about
It's unbelievable.
because there hasn't been like a quarterback that maybe has run away with it. Maybe this is the year that a non-quarterback wins the MVP. He's 4 games with 3+ touchdowns. He's all over the place, BA.
Unbelievable. I mean, again, Jonathan Taylor's also a great receiver. You can use him in the passing game, but 12 touches and 80 yards he had, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's just spectacular football.
And his celebration's cool.
It's good.
Yeah, his celebration's very, very cool. I saw a lot of people on the internet that maybe aren't as athletic throughout their life say, hey, I tried this and it blew my quad and my knee.
Yeah, you get hurt. You get hurt trying that one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, every time I've done it kind of in place. I guess people are actually
going full speed
and then going in there and then just
don't do it. Do not do that.
Yeah, we would like to send out a warning. Do not hit maximum speed before you just start to one-hop that thing. Yeah, I have not done it. I haven't even thought about running and doing it.
No, maybe we should.
And maybe that's because we have a different mindset than people that maybe aren't athletes. Like, I knew my knees would shoot out from underneath there if you were going to hop on that, which makes it even more impressive. He drags people around. Then you know what, let's make sure we flex out here. And the boys, seemingly tighter than they've ever been, Age, had a Halloween party last night. You heard Danny Dimes talk about it.
Yeah, pretty good attendance, I heard, right?
Yeah, he said he didn't want to keep tabs on it. I didn't fucking count it.
I wasn't marking everybody.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, it's like, all right. But he said, good attendance.
I didn't take roll. Yeah.
That's
good.
We got good shit going on, bro.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. People probably would overlook. But yeah, if you had very poor attendance to a player-led Halloween party, if I was the coach, I'd be like, oh man, we got to figure something out. This is not good.
AJ, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but I'm hearing stories about the boys having beers with the boys. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of those stories. And
good.
As a 38-year-old who grew up in a different time, to AJ's point, yes, this is just like cards. This is just like cards. The more you can be around and interacting with each other at different states of mind. Hey, different states of mind is a good way to build up chemistry and trust, I believe, Coach B.
Totally, yeah. One of the best teams I've ever been on was Steelers Super Bowl team. There'd be 30 cars in the parking lot on Tuesday. They're in the locker room shooting hoops, playing cards. Nobody's watching film, but they're all in there together. Offense, defense, because they cared about each other.
Yeah, you need that, AJ. I hope that never leaves in this isolated, disconnected world. I don't think it can in football. I think you have to have a relationship. But, man, whenever you hear about your team liking each other, I think people would need to take it a lot more serious. We've been talking about it for like 7 years, I think, on our show. Yes. Like, hey, that team looks like they like each other. That's a big deal. And I think people thought that we were giving, like, elementary level opinions on things, and it's like, no. I think that means actually more than a lot of the shit that you're talking about, actually, in a team sport, AJ.
Yeah, because times like things will get tough, and in every game, there's usually at least some kind of point where you can kind of go one way or the other. Like the defense can get pissed at the offense because the offense isn't doing anything, or vice versa. And if you like each other and you hang out and you actually know each other well, you'll make it through that and be fine, and you'll be laughing about it after the game. Like if not, that's when you get that infighting. You got to have a stupid players-only meeting the next day and all that stuff.
Whoa. Those players-only meeting are right around the corner.
Yeah, they
Hey,
are.
we're almost in players-only meeting season. I just got pretty excited about it. Somebody's having one next week.
Yeah.
What, week 9 coming up?
Yeah.
Holy shit, it is coming.
It turned the Finn season around, though,
We're here.
right?
Yeah, I forgot.
They had one, right? Did they?
Kind of.
Yeah, because they had to apologize for things that they said publicly.
What other teams might?
Somebody's defense just had one.
Who's that?
I'm not sure. there was a team that I think yesterday had a team. Somebody's defense.
And he just looked at him.
Is that true? Or?
Maybe.
No, I think it was Steelers. No.
No. Okay, yeah. Sure, I heard somebody doing it. I think,
Maybe
players gather as units, I think, on a regular basis. It's the whole ceremonial, hey, we're all meeting in a team meeting room, no coaches, it's going to be us. That player meeting, I think, is the one that we're all referring to here. Whenever that starts happening, fucking mail it in. It's over.
Definitely.
I just got a word. Cincinnati Bengals just had a defensive-only, players-only meeting.
Nice.
You knew it. Didn't want to give it away. Didn't know what all was public. That's BA saying something going, oh, fuck, we don't know about this yet. Okay, maybe it didn't happen. No, it did happen. Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, that's good inside source.
Yeah, and for the Bengals, by the way, their starting rookie linebacker got hurt, so Logan Wilson, unpack your bags. You're a Cincinnati Bengal, baby.
Unbelievable to think about what's going on in Cincinnati. All offseason, we talked about how they built their roster.
Hey, you guys can't win like this.
Everybody talked about it. Didn't everybody talk about it, AJ? I think everybody.
Oh, yeah.
They might be the last one standing in the AFC.
They might.
Yeah, okay, BA.
Whoa! 47 years of football coach.
So Trey Hendrickson's out now. They got a middle linebacker who, I mean, he'll play his ass off because he wants to get the fuck out of Cincy. And then who else do they have on defense? I mean, they
had a meeting.
They might win 45-40 going forward. That sounds like AFC North ball now.
AFC North ball right now might look vastly different if you're listening to BS or no BS with BA. Every coach is on a hot seat, he says up there, but there's no hot seat in Indianapolis at the running back position or the offensive line. Shout out to the Colts being on all the awards all of a sudden.
No kidding.
This is really good because for a long time we were on the wrong end of the highlights. That's what the Colts were for a while. Now we're on award season. And let's go to the leaders of the team. Who are the quarterbacks on the midseason All-BA team? BA?
Yeah, we're going to go with a little young and a little bit of veteran. Drake May, New England Patriots, is playing great football. Got them in first place. And shout out to Josh McDaniels. He's actually got him playing really good ball. And then Matt Stafford, at his age, still slinging it, carrying the Rams maybe all the way to the playoffs.
Congratulations, boys.
Go, boys.
Conman, it's not just you that's seeing it now at this point with Drake May. That has to feel pretty good as a Patriots fan.
Yeah, it's great. Everybody's kind of bumping their gums on TV now talking about him, which is awesome, and just regurgitating the same stats over and over again. But Josh McDaniels, to BA's point, and Mike Vrabel, I think they've just given him a lot of belief. He's always known he could make every throw. Maybe last year he didn't have that. Basically the same roster. You draft a left tackle who Will Campbell. It's only up from here because Myles Garrett's as good as it's going to get for the rest of time, possibly. So very excited about the offensive line. And left guard Jared Wilson. kind of a sneaky part of this entire offense. AQ will not shut up texting me about this left guard. He's a rookie from Georgia. He's been fantastic. Offensive line's good. Drake May spinning the pill. And, as we approach trade deadline, you start to think, like, who do we need? Who do we need? Who do we need? We might not need anybody, to be honest. Just kind of have to stay healthy. We have not allowed one 50-yard rusher yet this season.
That's unbelievable to hear. Shout out to Vrabel turning the entire culture quickly, and Drake May continuing to become an absolute monster in the league. Remember him and Josh Allen hung out.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks about, like, with the size, the athleticism, everything that he has, if he's able to go on the same trajectory as Josh Allen, we're talking about a new great. Well, it seems like we're only a couple years into this case study. Feels like he's on the same trajectory, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, Drake May, they found their guy. I think with Josh McDaniels, it's really, like, he looks very, very comfortable. Like, it looks like he owns that offense and he knows what he is doing. Like, he is anticipating these throws, and he looks awesome.
Congrats to New England. You guys got a guy.
Hell yeah. And he's 23. Like, that's the most exciting part. Like, everybody this year, no matter what the season ends like, he's 23 years old. It's Vrabel's first year as a head coach. I think we have the most cap space next year or the year after. So it's just one of those things you know that you're going to be great for a little bit now.
Drake's 23 years old?
He's 23 years old, yeah.
This is his second year in the NFL?
This is his second year in the NFL.
How old is Diego Pavia?
24.
How old is Tyler Shuck that just got drafted?
26, I believe, or 25.
How old is Jaden Daniels?
He turned 20, or I think he turns 24, or he is 24 now. I forget. But
So Drake is wildly young.
Wildly young, and he's already very good. And something he mentioned actually was, everyone talks about 7-on-7 being bad ball. If it's good for anybody, it's quarterbacks, because they know, how to attack cover 2, cover 3, all those different types of zones. And that's what he kind of attributed to when it came to
growing up.
Yeah, exactly. Growing up, throwing those like little hole shots that you see, the deep balls especially. I mean, he's the best downfield passer in the NFL. Everybody's talking about how you have to dink and dunk. You don't if you have a guy that can hit every single deep ball when the chances present themselves. Mike Vrabel gave this whole entire thing, like on the sideline before the play, they were doing the touchdown. And Mike Vrabel was like, relax. And then, 10 seconds later, it's a deep ball touchdown to Kayshon Boutte.
Unbelievable culture change up there in New England. Congrats to them being all the way back. And then you talk about the young guy, 23 years old in his second year already. Let's go to the old guy, drafted his same draft class as me, 2009, number 1 pick overall. I was 222. This guy's outrageous still, what he's doing. Looks young still, looks fresh as it's coming off his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he spins it. Like I said a couple weeks ago, he's the only guy to go out and watch warm up. I literally, a head coach insisted I'll go out and watch Matt warm up because he threw balls that nobody else could throw.
Still doing it.
It's like the Dano story he told you.
Just amazing.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky, similar things, but everybody, whenever allegedly Stafford told Orlovsky, you can make that throw, okay? Nobody can make this throw. And that was what Matt Stafford was able to do. He's got a gunslinger mentality. He's incredibly tough. He's old school, beers with the boys type guy. And with Sean McVay, it seems like a perfect fit. And now they got Devontae Adams in tow, AJ Hawk. I mean, it's a beautiful setup out there. Is this guy going to play forever?
Yeah, he just might, especially with Devontae in the red zone too, man. Like, I know they love talking about what off-platform throws and the arm angles and everything, but the more you watch, the more impressive I think it is, especially with his. I mean, just look at that thing, like how he can throw and his feel for where defenders are and how he throws dudes open. It's next level.
Yeah, Matthew's been doing it for a long time, and now, for the first time, he's on the All-BA.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats, man.
Congrats, everybody. Congrats, everybody on this team. Obviously, we take this squad over anybody out there. And, BA, thanks for putting thought into that. Congrats all these guys. They will certainly win nothing but a big-time round of applause.
Hell yeah.
Right, BA?
Oh, that's it, baby. That's all you get.
A big one, though.
A big one, yeah.
Hey! Hell yeah. AJ, please, AJ. Hey! It's your award.
Yeah.
Don't say we didn't give you nothing.
It's just like you told Danny Dimes, they haven't done shit yet.
I do text Danny Dimes that every week. Every week. Congrats, man. That was so fucking cool. God, you crushed them. You haven't done fucking anything. Just texting and the next text.
You haven't done shit yet, but you're smelling a little better.
Yes, you are. And on that note, we got a guy who's really, he was once a pioneer in a game in this Thunderdome, and then he's changed his style to no longer be a pioneer. He's just amongst the others, and he is trying his absolute best to become the greatest. And D-Bone, why don't you come out here and try to win some people some money here?
Yep.
You know, last week he threw one off the backboard, off the brick, off the backboard, and then splash. And he did that on purpose. And now today he is dressed spectacular. I mean, he looks amazing. Cowboy, how you doing, bud? He's got the boots on, got the shit kickers on. Obviously got the camouflage hat. And, we're getting to the weather where he can wear the overcoat if he needs it.
That's right.
He had vest and hoodie and overcoat on yesterday. First big man I've ever seen that's overdressing everybody else in a place, but he is a special talent. This guy can put together a graphic now like a motherfucker. This guy's a true talent. And we saw last week that maybe he can have God bless his ball to fall into the hoop. But I think what we had last week that we need this week, BA, is there any way that you can try to motivate this boy right over here wearing these shit kickers to throw that U-ball into that 8-foot-high hoop over there? And if he's able to accomplish that, 25 people will win $500 on this glorious BA day.
Okay, brother. Now, you had the shot of shots last week. We don't need that shit. Just straight in. Fuck it. Just make that damn thing.
Fuck it. D-Bone, 25 people, $500. Airball, that's minus 1 point.
Man.
All right. Thank you, D-Bone.
Did he hit the brick on the far right side?
Yeah, he did.
Come on, son.
D-Bone.
He can shoot it. He actually had a good, when he actually shot it, he made it off.
Come on, son.
One more shot, D-Bone.
Here you go, Bone.
Come on, son.
Why are you throwing it still? Because you want to be a pioneer? Is that what you want to do? You want to continue your life as a pioneer? He used to throw it. He's the first one to throw it. Actually, a lot of people attacked him for throwing it early. Turns out, not a bad style.
Yeah.
I actually utilize it as one of my 3 throws. Much like Shohei, I have an array of different throws in U-ball. But he had been shooting this particular ball. Coach, he seemingly changed his shit whenever there was a little bit on the line. How do you feel about that, Coach?
That's shaky. That's shaky. But I think you've been practicing a little bit. I've seen you. All right. You got this shit, bro. Do it.
Fuck it. 25 people. $500. D-Bone!
Ooh, that was good.
Sir. All right.
Tracking.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. We appreciate the hell out of you, D-Bone. And before we get out of here, we have to make one special moment for somebody very special in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a New York Giants fan. This man is a New York Yankees fan. He's a New York Knicks fan. I think he also likes some other sports that are over there that aren't good.
He's a Tottenham Hotspurs fan.
He's been in the middle of some shite for a while. Every day he comes in, though, with the same white attitude.
Yeah.
And his vibe's always immaculate. He works his ass off, and his hair is finally getting a chance to kind of peek off.
Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a birthday today. Happy birthday, Bruce.
Happy Bruce.
Thank you, boys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy Gertie.
Happy birthday, dear Bruce. Happy birthday to you. I almost said Matt.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matty.
We have a birthday every day this month, or
It does feel like a lot of cakes coming in. A lot of cakes coming
Yeah,
in.
a lot of October babies in here. But thank you, boys. I appreciate it very much.
So you're not October's very, everybody's kind of October's. But on that note, we're fucking thankful to have you, buddy. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys.
This next year of your life is about to be the coolest. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
As
Big-
we forecast.
Big 30, baby. Here we go.
You just turned 30?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Connor, tell him.
I pulled a muscle coughing driving into work, Bruce. and
Welcome to 30, brother.
That's 30.
I know it, brother.
No, but there's good coming, too. There's good coming, too.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
PA?
Prostate exams.
I just turned 73 and shot my age again, so.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday, PA.
It's going to be a while before you shoot your age, though, Beck.
Oh, yeah, you more than you can imagine. Happy birthday, Bruce. We appreciate you. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh. Go ball. Go ball.
That was in.
Hey, not bad there.
That was in.
I'll tell you what, I did have a thought. Man, fucking quarterback whisperer is literally right behind me.
Sure.
Would be sick to make this right now. Anyways, tomorrow, better day, though.
Boom.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me. Coach, anything to say?
Great show. Better win next week.
Hell yeah. AJ, we'll see you tomorrow. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.